we're going to count it down for this third round today of quals. Are you ready? Everybody in the crowd, let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Tris.
And I've just started my stopwatch so we can have the exact time right alongside everybody else. And this is going to be really important because we have to optimize for seconds. It's not enough just to get your maxouts. You have to be getting them efficient. You have to be getting them quick. So
yeah, so actually pushdown, it does play a factor in these quals because when you're dropping the pieces faster, you have more time.
But on the same time, can see that everybody is starting at level 19. It appears that we have some technical difficulties at the bottom. We were working on getting them fixed right now, but rest assured they are certainly playing.
Yeah, so there might be like a 40-second. We'll see when they actually start.
Right, and I believe, the time will just be running. The judges can see we have a very capable person in the back who's watching everybody. Yeah, here's that everybody's being reset. So let's talk.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about this strategy. All right, so they're playing on level 19. Level 19 is kind of funny with regards to pushdown because you're not going to see them pushing down because it's already going at the maximum speed.
You still get a point though, right?
You still get a point, but they're going to be really looking for those Tetrises in order to get them most of the way there, and that dwarfs any pushdown. There is a funny technique where if you push down on either an even or an odd frame, I don't remember which one, but you will save exactly one frame.
Frames count.
Yeah, exactly. But you have to time it right. So in theory, there is a potential strategy where you could roll the down button with the correct timing and then save, like, instead of one frame, you'd save like 3 or 5, even 5 frames. And I don't think we'll be seeing anybody really go for this because the better way to conserve time is to be efficient.
That's right.
On the other hand, it's difficult when you have a drought. 26 drought like Blue Scooty just had, he handled it like it was nothing.
Yeah, great build, filling that out, keeping it even. Another Tetris.
Indeed. And we'll be focusing on the top. Oh, we got some custom cams. We can see Alex Thatch off to a fantastic start. This will be 300,000 at the 65 line. Like, that's sort of the halfway points of the first stage of the game. And then that's a monster pace. We got some pretty respectable paces up top. Coal Buckets, I think, actually having...
Yeah, in the lead. Just by a little adjustment there.
Yes. Right, but he's going to make short work of that, and he's still just 3,000 points behind, but that Tetris puts him well in the lead. And I guess the missing factor right now is Noah Dangler.
Yeah, we do not know, but he's playing, and we're going to assume that doing quite well because Dangler is a master of efficiency.
Right, and that's the really big thing here. You want to be getting those early maxouts because early maxouts take less time. That means you have more time for more attempts, more time for mistakes even. So there's a bit of a trade-off. Maybe you can play riskier because the rewards will give you the time to make more mistakes later on.
Yeah, that's the whole strategy of throttling, and depending on what mood you're in, take your risks early or take them later. But if you've got the max in your pocket, then you're actually more likely to play with more options.
Yeah. So I am seeing a slight head check. I am curious. I wonder if we can ask our production team to give us the information on Noah's score right now.
Cole in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Needs to clear that off. There's okay, we got a camera on Noah's screen. He's got 474.
Oh my God, that is a great game.
Yeah,
that is great. But Alex Thatch with 500,000, one Tetris better at the same line counts. And Scooty also up there. Oh my God.
Yeah, great run here. Cole a little bit behind now because of that dig. It's at 452. We've all they're at 118 lines, so it would be 10 more lines till a natural transition to 19. But since they had 19 starts, they're taking advantage of the higher scores that the Tetrises give them.
Exactly. And you'll notice that Cole is still on a pretty good pace. This is what people consider to be the textbook pace for a 19-start max out, and that is a consequence of his great efficiency from earlier. He built up this buffer so that he could get into a situation and choose to take it not risky, play it safe.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have games for everybody, so we'll
go.
be able to move back to the face cams and we'll be able to see everything. The Tetris rates will be, unfortunately, a little messed up because those early line clears were lost. We can see the scores and we can see the players, and they are certainly
Alex
playing.
and Scooty just tearing it up here.
Yes.
Level 20, 682. on their way to some early max. Dengler 656, and Cole trailing a bit at 580 with that dig there, but has managed to resolve that board.
Alex with the center set up. He wants it. He really wants it. He's setting up, and then he chooses to go for the burn. And
It takes a triple.
Yeah, I think that is the most unfortunate of all those outcomes. It's generally actually pretty safe to set up for center wells because you know you're going to have to take those burns anyways.
Yeah. And the thing is, yeah, all these guys know that they just have to get the max, and then they're on to the next game.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you lose a little bit of efficiency, as long as it's not too serious and you're not in any danger of not getting your max, you maybe lose a few seconds. So just make sure you get that max and don't turn your board into a disaster that doesn't result in one.
Yeah, Cole with a secret grade.
Yeah, what's going on there?
The first 3 Vinos in off-center diagonal, in a sense.
Oh, and taking 2 triples back to back.
Right.
But like I said, as long as the max out's in view, you know, in the realm of possibility, then this will still be a productive game.
Exactly, and he has very great potential on level 29. I remember seeing some of his clips of hitting inhumanly fast rolls. And he will not need that, provided he plays his cards right, provided he gets this Tetris. Oh, that is a dirty.
Triple, yeah.
Was that a triple?
That was a triple.
My apologies.
That was a lot of triples from Cole. If you know, boom triple for Cole.
No, but if you've people familiar with their Tetris theory would have watched the Josh Tola's video on going for triples, and they would know that.
Oh, Cole.
It can add up.
Looking a little messy there. Oh, misses a tuck. Yeah. Starting to look jagged.
Right. I imagine right now he is going to be completely focused on just getting it down, not caring about the line counts, and then playing it safe in the kill screen.
Just get that max, and you're on to the next game.
Right. That's Scooty with a misdrop up top.
Ooh, playing up high. Both Cole and Scooty in precarious situations.
He sacrifices his stack for the open well,
but
the bar is not coming. That is 35 droughts.
No! And Scooty's going to top out at 940. Alex with a max. Dengler with a max.
Right at the same time,
yeah.
too.
What a finish line there.
And Cole is still alive, but he's going to want to get this down before level 29.
Yeah. But Scooty with a respectable kicker there at 945.
945, yes.
And Dengler and Alex with a max each.
All right, so that was 7 minutes for both the game itself and the rocket screen for Noah and Alex. So let me talk a bit about timing.
Gotcha.
So we have 2 hours for this entire qual. And 2 hours happens to be very naturally divisible by 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
All right, 7 minutes and 30 seconds times 8 is an hour, so times 16 is 2 hours.
Okay. Cole's about to hit kill screen here and is high on the board.
Yes, we should focus on this. He is more than capable of doing this dig, but he wants that left tap.
Whew.
Gets the first one, gets the second one. He will need a third.
Oh no, that might not be survivable.
And he chooses the kicker. You'll see a lot of players ignore the kickers because they feel like they can do better. But
if that's his only kicker, then he's going to want it. So that's also confidence. I mean, if you think that you're not going to get any more kickers and you're just going to get all maxes, I mean, why not? And Dengler with a very interesting build. Oh, that is. He's going to throw that one away.
Right.
Save some time. Get back into the next game.
That for the kicker. I don't see him raising his hands.
No,
so he might
he's got to throw it away.
Okay. Yeah, but he also didn't reset, which is, I think, usually slightly. Oh, there we go. There's the submission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, his hand was like off screen.
Yeah.
Off screen. So he did take, and there's that confidence. Like, if you don't think you're going to get any more kickers at all, may as well just take one.
Exactly.
And plan to never not max again.
And honestly, I think Noah's strategy would actually work. I think it's still possible for him to get 17. So, anyways, you might be wondering where the 17 comes from. Well, if 730 per max is 16 maxes, then doing slightly faster gives you just enough time to squeeze in one more attempt.
Okay. So
that's what we're going to be looking for. We can have this timer. We can use multiples of 17. So it goes like 730, then 15, then 2230, then 30 itself. And we'll be keeping track. So both Noah and Alex were a good 30 seconds ahead of that. So I believe if they were able to keep them up, I wonder if that's actually enough for squeezing an 18th game. My math on this is a bit shaky, but yeah, actually, this would require, I guess, like a max out right into 27. So, yeah, I think 18 is possible, and both players are more than capable of this.
So you're saying there's an advantage to waiting till the last game and determining whether you want to do 18 or 19 to see if you can get a higher score? Or
no, I'm talking about the number of max outs itself.
Oh, number of max outs, okay.
Yeah, if we're talking about theoretical limits, I had always thought it was 17 because I had this 730 benchmark internalized, but they just proved me wrong by their first games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And the thing is, both are capable of much, much faster max outs.
Right.
I think level 26, level 25, even level 24. I would not be surprised if Noah Dangler pulls out a level 23 max. Like he's done so many times in practice.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there were some record holders here, right, for earliest maxes. I think Dangler had it for a while. Or?
I think Dangler, I guess he doesn't right now because now that's Blue Scooty above. So
yeah.
He's unfortunately going to be a little behind. Those high 900 kickers are just about the worst feeling you can have, I think. But he's more than making up with it with this pace.
Yeah, so Alex still playing perfect here. Got the first max. Dangler also with 1 max, but had to do a reset earlier.
But he definitely has time for that reset, and like with this pace, 86%.
Yeah. It was a very partial game, so the more you throw the game away that you know you're going to throw away, then the faster the better. Tear that Band-Aid off.
Yeah, all right. Let's check it back in at the top, perhaps. We have Cole with a very nice adjustment. Did you see him make the hole for the S piece? And that's crazy because he's visualizing like every single possible piece. He's visualizing all the possible holes that he can make so that they can be so neatly filled.
Yeah, Cole's been just so great at creative adjustments like that, and just the awareness you need to have to pull that off and execute.
I'd say he's slightly behind the pace that he wants to be, but I think with this level of efficiency, he is more than capable of being able to match what we consider max out pace. But a little under 60% Tetris rates. Veronica goes there.
Alex just cruising along, and he's about to hit level 20. There it is, 610.
Yeah. All right, Nova. So one way you can compare players when it comes to qualifiers is by looking at their score difference, because whoever actually has more points, more max outs in the moment is technically ahead, regardless. So we could say that Noah is effectively 100,000 points behind Alex Thatch, but that can change if, for example, Alex were to burn for 16 lines and nowhere to get all Tetrises, then it would suddenly be much closer. Or the opposite could happen. Anything is possible when it comes to Tetris.
Yeah. Well, Alex definitely wants to get this max here because he's been playing this game a while, and it counts if you max, and kind of doesn't. You turn into a kicker, but right now, since he is the player with no kickers now, then you definitely want to take all that time and turn it into the max where it counts.
Yeah, and you'll notice that the leaderboard right now is a little unsorted.
Yeah.
This is by design. We want to see the people who are qualifying at this
players.
moment.
Yeah, the top 8 that you see are CT1, CT2 current players, where they fall, and then below that is everybody else. So the scores to beat in terms of like getting max outs start with the 9th row with Meme, Eyeball, Fractal Dog. Oh, top 8, 80. Oh, for all of the whole day. Yeah, sorry. Not for CT1, CT2, but for the whole day.
Or for the whole qual slots, I guess, at this time. Yeah. So Alex with a bit of an
okay. Not
with
CT1,
a bit of an
CT2,
interesting hole. He chooses to sort of lock it off from a clean resolution, but okay, he's going to be in this for a while. Scooty with his first max
out.
Level 25, 77%
very
Tetris
early,
rates.
so saved a lot of time there. Great efficiency.
But
that's what you want to see.
But he will need many more such games if he wants to catch up with the leading pack right now, which is Alex Thatch. And it is Noah Dangler. And this is the situation I was talking about earlier. Alex has to burn. Noah can play it clean. At least cleaner, in a sense. And, yeah, I think he's very slightly closed the Tetris gap.
Yeah, very efficient game here. It's going to be a relatively early max and hopefully make up that 100,000 kicker that happened just a little while ago and try to get as little lost time as possible.
Yeah.
So to clarify, yeah, the top 8 scores are, we have other stations besides the ones that are streaming, and those players are being represented as the top 8 that are currently playing, not just on CT1, CT2, but also
Alex with the misdrop with the eyepiece. I remember during his long game grinds, he would agonize over the difficulty of long bars to the left. That was one such instance.
Yeah, and now, yeah, Alex definitely want to get that max if possible.
But he'll have to enter 29 to do it.
Can handle it, but it's just more time and more difficulty.
But just a couple of singles. This one will do it.
Nope.
There we go.
Alex's second max on the board, 2 for 2.
But Noah's about to catch up.
Yeah.
He's been way more efficient.
Time-wise.
This is a 26 max.
Yeah. Dengler's going to be seconds behind, and he has a kicker.
And let's take a look at Cole. Like we said earlier, he was a little behind pace, but this is right about where you want to be, so he'll have to be a little bit of kill screen, but it's a massive improvements over where he was earlier, and that's just a testament to his efficiency throughout. All right, so that was right at 15 minutes. So we can see that Noah's actually slightly behind.
7.5 minute benchmark.
Right, so this is, I think, just about 16 minutes, a little behind because he is waiting for that rocket screen.
Okay.
And has concluded, he has started. And yeah, I suppose this was a consequence of just losing like a slight amount of time to.
Very slight, because Alex only has 7 lines and 6,000 points right now.
They're
so
basically
they're basically neck and neck starting out.
Sorry, what was that you said? Could you say it again?
They're basically neck and neck starting out.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, and
I mean, Dengler can catch up, like 2 Tetrises, and they'll be actually neck and neck.
All right, but let's take a look at
There
this tense situation up at the top. Cole Bucket, 14,000 points away, gets a misdrop.
Oh, no.
Is beginning to spiral.
Oh, man.
That was 1 tap away.
Just an improved kicker, but yeah, that's...
It's still a good score, 987. He will wants that tiebreaker, especially you can see already with like how dense the top end
yeah, for kickers is. Yeah, not a bad one, 987.
48 people will make it into the gold bracket, every single one of these players. We definitely expect to, but it's Tetris. Nothing can happen. All right, Alex, it looks like he's reclaimed a bit of a lead.
He caught back up. Dengler having to do a bit of a high build there, which didn't result in any line clears or Tetrises.
Yeah, we'll see how many burns he needs to get rid of that hole. So he's going to sort of stack up. He waits for 1 piece. So he's going for a very specific solution, which he gets. That was 1 burn for that, but because his stack was imbalanced, that forced him to take the second one right there. Yeah. At least made it very likely. Still an incredible cleanup from an incredible Tetris player.
Yeah, so if Dengler and Thatch continue to play at this pace, Dengler actually has a kicker over Alex right now.
Oh, that's a great point. But
right?
At the same time, if Alex is able to put some distance between himself and Noah,
right,
then there is a strategy he can use to completely change that on his head.
Yeah, get a better kicker at the end. Or
get a better kicker at the end.
Or another max, right?
Well, he would use, like, if he had like 3 minutes left, he'd spend like 2.5 of those minutes
to get
playing.
the kicker and then start the last game right before time runs out.
Which is like intentionally talking yourself out. So there's a bit of efficiency in this.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting strat. Let's see how that plays out.
We got a couple misdrops from Noah.
Ooh, yeah, I'm playing up really high, too.
Playing up really high. Maybe his mechanics.
Flying close to the sun, but Dengler can handle it if anyone can.
Or not.
Needs a long bar, but uses the LJ there to fill it in. Okay, he's in a big drought here, too.
He grits his teeth whenever he's focusing. You can see that's right there. He puts the T-piece to the left.
Finally got the long bar, but not in a position where it would be optimal.
When you're doing a down stack like this, you focus on the hole.
Wow.
That is immediate.
That was a high
very nice
elevation tuck there. And you see that sigh of relief from Dengler getting out, trying to complete the dig here. Is Tetris ready? Oh, slight misdrop. Oh, man, covers it right back up again. And that's going to cause Alex to be able to put some distance almost at 400,000 points.
Cole Bucket with an early top out, 250,000s.
Yeah, Cole trying to get some momentum here.
But the nice thing about 19 starts is that, like, especially compared to 18 starts, you are taking risk, but you can make so many more mistakes.
That's true.
You get like 2 extra games in theory.
Yeah, you save time, and when you do mess up, like, you didn't spend as much time in that game.
Exactly. You get like 2 or 3 mistakes per like full run, in theory. So yeah, we got You watching Noah there? He's quite nice with it, as the youngins say.
Yeah, I just noticed chat say that Dengler's kicker wasn't recorded, so
or
I guess
it might be that the judge is just waiting for a larger batch to run over everything.
It might not
so
have
we'll have to
run
just
yet.
wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
On the let's maybe give reports on the other things we can see. We see Cobra is doing quite well. All right, it's also 2 max outs, no top outs or no kicker. Aaron also. All right, a longtime friend of the community, and Dylan. Aaron and Dylan in particular are some of the last tappers.
Good to see.
That exists.
Yeah, so Dengler losing some pace here. Alex well on his way, 6:06 now. At level 20, this is going to be an early max out.
Yeah. Oh, nice adjustments. He made room for the Z piece.
Scooty on the edge here, 978.
Oh, this is another early game.
Yeah. Just needs some favorable pieces. Okay, triple
Right,
ready, Tetris ready.
Yeah.
There it is. Boom, Tetris for Scooty.
All right.
Max out. The second.
That's like 20 minutes for him. Remember, the next, I guess the next checkpoints we say is 2250. So Alex has about 2 minutes to get 300,000 points. I'm not exactly sure how the math works out for this, but it is possible. Noah continues to struggle with these misdrops. He has to take the triple there. His pace is improved very slightly, and it is those points at the end that matter the most. But
yeah, actually you want to finish strong because, yeah, the Tetrises are worth even more the farther you get.
But as he gets farther, he's losing time.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, that's what makes that's what makes this format like pretty unique compared to what you might conventionally expect from competition. Like,
Yeah,
you don't ever have this time aspect.
You don't want to be at the end at 29, like struggling to get a Tetris. You know, when you could have gotten it when it was easier to get them.
Did you see the end of my qualifier?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I just got here. Yours.
It was a
ground
harrowing
it out?
experience.
Okay, I'll take your word
Almost
for
as
it.
bad as the time I ran out
I'll
of
catch it on the VOD.
It was almost as bad as the time I ran out of radishes.
Ran out of what?
Okay, so we got Noah Dangler continuing to get Tetrises. He's got himself right up to pace. So
Yeah, it's come back, and
at this point, he's looking for 2 Tetrises per level.
okay.
And that'll get him the max out right as he enters the kill screen. But then again, he is losing time. We got Alex Thatch.
Almost there. Just
All right,
there it
let's
is.
see. He goes for it immediately. Will he get it? He needs one more,
He's just gonna
and
go for
that
line
is a
clears.
max out.
So that's interesting because he didn't go for the Tetris. He just went for the clears because he knew he would get the score.
And it was certainly faster.
Yep,
Noah Dangler
don't have to wait.
hot on his trails, and Alex is going to start ahead of the checkpoints. We'll see the
okay.
exact time when he does it, but it's at the 22-minute mark at 22:04. So he has 30 seconds of leeway, and he has the opportunity to grow that lead to something much more.
Dangler right on the edge here. A couple more will do it.
Yeah. Okay. Turning our
Smart. He's
attention-
trying to cash in. Okay, takes a double. Oh, almost.
And it's just one.
Yeah.
And he goes
Gets
for it
the single.
immediately, and he gets it. It's 22-27 right now, so he is slightly behind because he has to wait for the rocket screen. Up at the top, Cole Bucket, monster of pace. He is locked in. Let's take a look at his game.
Yeah, 516 at 120 lines.
All right, we're looking at about like a 570, 580 if everything goes according to plan, but nobody can plan for these kinds of droughts. Looking for something perfect. Scooty, also something respectable. This is a high 500, low 600 if he really locks this one in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dangler right back in it. You know, just starting out the game, but Alex Thatch is only up to 24 lines dropped and 123,000 points. Dangler can catch up time-wise. Playing this game, they're not playing the same piece set, so the random factor is in effect.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. If somebody gets more bars than the other person, then that can balloon the lead. Let's take a look at Scooty right now. He's
look
waiting.
At that. With the Vits there, Dangler keeping that efficiency.
That is beautiful play from Scooty. That is top-level tournament play because he's keeping that well open every single time. He is not letting himself take the excuse of covering the well before the bar comes because he's never letting that situation happen in the first place.
Yeah. As I mentioned, Dangler kind of did that with the Vits right there. It wasn't another ideal place for those pieces, but he created it with the adjustment.
Right. And the unfortunate thing about Vits is for all the flash and pomp that they receive. Oh my God, that is a choice. That
might have bailed. Okay, so there's going to be a dig on Dangler's. Oh, that left side's deadly.
And he chooses to go. So he's going to be looking at a bit of a maybe not optimal. So definitely Alex Thatch in the fronts right now. I believe then it's Noah. Then it's Scooty still behind him because he has to finish this game out. Scooty does have a nice kicker, so if he's able to catch up, then it's likely that he'll be able to surpass Dangler.
Yeah, there's a chance for Scooty to still be at the top of this group here, minus Alex. Still been playing perfect.
Yes, Alex is the defending champ. I think I just forgot about that. He's just, it just felt like such a natural assumption to me that I never even thought.
You know, maybe they
that I
needed
didn't
to
even
bring
mention
out the inflatable kiddie pool just to remind everyone.
I'd heard he has been taking his breaks as of late. He has been taking a bit of a reduced schedule, having seen the wonders that this game has to offer. But according to some people, breaks make you stronger. So maybe this was his training in a sense. Yeah,
it can. I mean, I always think that, you know, if you do an activity with your mind for a long period of time, then take a break and come back. Sometimes, you know, those bonds, you know, get better. They get stronger. They're made more permanent.
All right. It looks like Cold Bucket is by far the closest person to increasing their max total.
Yep.
It would be his first, and he has 3 Tetrises left to do it.
Looking good here. Yeah. It's just inevitable. Keep up this pace. Clean board, level 26. A lot of time. Boom. Tetris for Cole. 918. You know, once that first max is delivered, just a sigh of relief, just knowing you've got it on the board. A couple more ought to do it.
All right,
Boom,
and that's 1, and he'll want one and a
change,
triple,
or something.
But he has all the lines.
Yeah, there is time.
So you're gonna be seeing him taking some really nice burns to make that stack look real pretty.
Okay.
He goes for the middle. He's probably gonna be setting up for this triple right now. You see it there?
Okay, that'll
have to be a double. And yeah, one more.
Get that line clear. And
that is Cold Bucket's max out right at 230. Congratulations, he is on the board.
Kind of had to line it out there, but you know, do what it takes. Just guarantee that, keep that board state where it needs to be.
And I'm sure Scooty is aware of this, and he's looking to match that himself. 852,000, a bit of a misdrop up top, but with that Tetris, he has more than enough time to wait and more than enough leeway to hit that roll. All right, so he is looking to resolve this cleanly. Oh, what a setup.
Yeah, Scooty was building something a little interesting there. I don't think it worked out quite as planned.
I wonder if he'll play one off the bottom, and that's could be a counter strategy to also like make the game go slightly faster.
Yeah, if you center well, I mean, you can drop stuff differently.
Like this Tetris.
Yep. Boom Tetris for Scooty, 931.
Like that Tetris, that was
another
perfect.
one. Yeah, there we go.
That's the greatest feeling in the world. And
get that dirty.
Tetrises now are worth a little less than 36,000, so he'll look for a double.
Just throw that down there and get that max, Scooty. There
and that's nice because he's already making it so he can top out faster.
Oh, that's an interesting thing too. Right, you stack up the middle at the very end, and when you know you're going to get the score, you top out faster, and then you don't have to wait as long.
But there's risk to that because if you stock too high, then maybe you overcommit.
You don't want to hang.
Yes.
That would be very bad.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone here has done many practice quals, has done many quals of this format in person too, so they're well aware of the pitfalls of being at 998,000, clearing a single, thinking they've got it, started topping themselves out. It's totally something I've done.
Yeah, that's what we would do. You know, not to sound too old, but back in the Nintendo World Championships, you know, a million years ago, there would actually be, you know, since it was time-based, there would be a countdown. And we didn't know we'd get the long bar in time, so we would just dump our pieces in the middle to try to get the long bar before time ran out.
Right.
So that reminds me of that setup.
So you see the bottom left? We call that Dangler pace. Do you know who's that? Oh, that's Noah Dangler. He's doing quite well in spite of these droughts. It feels like I've seen so much red whenever I look at his board.
Yeah, that's always an impressive build there. Dangler always finding creative solutions to keep efficiency.
Yeah. All right, Scooty has started his game. Cole has been in it for a bit of time.
And Alex is closing in.
This is another very nice pace. He has a minute 20 left to hit the next checkpoints, and that's going to be...
He's going to blow it away.
Yeah.
Boom, Tetris for Alex. Tetris ready again. Just textbook here. Another Tetris for Alex, 918.
Two Tetrises and change, but I'm assuming he'll want the 3 because that also means that he stacks higher so the pieces fall faster too.
Yep.
You gotta think about so many things.
Then the next level is building high to reduce drop time. Because if you can't push down, you may as well just let the game push it for you. Boom, Tetris for Alex, and one more will do it.
Oh, opts to not go for the triple because he gets that Tetris right there. It's 29-20.
Perfect.
So actually, I want to use this opportunity. I always forget how long it takes to go from like the actual max itself to the next game. And Alex was actually a little bit inefficient there. If he had rotated his pieces, he could have topped out maybe half a second earlier.
Yeah, yeah. That is yeah, the post game.
There we go. It is 29:38 when he started his new game. So that's about 18 seconds, including the time it took for the pieces to fall.
Is there a tool in I want to say to top out quickly? Like,
what do you mean?
So if you're trying to train for this, have something that times you, like how fast you top out from start. Like
I don't think people usually care about this. It's always interesting because number of maxouts, the way that perfect clear from Cole. Very nice. He is smiling. He's enjoying it. The crowd is smiling. They enjoy it. I grimace, but accept that people will enjoy it anyways. But anyways, I did enjoy that. Thank you, Cole. You can't hear me.
Dengler on the way to the max here. Really good, efficient play here. And banks out another Tetris, 860.
Yeah, so we've been seeing a lot of 27s and 28s from Noah, but I'm really looking to see the 25s and 24s that we all know that he's capable of. There's an hour and a half left in the qualifiers, so plenty of time for him to demonstrate his fortitude, his aptitude, I suppose.
Oh.
Misses that spin. I hate those spins. They're deceptively tricky.
Yeah.
And he won't even be set up for a Tetris. And
some unfortunate pieces to drag that out there.
Indeed, especially this close to level 29 as well.
Yeah.
He's not getting anything for the rights, and he has to cover it.
Okay. LJ, there's one. Gets a long bar. Triple there.
All right, so he will need 1 or 2 or 3 in kill screen. But it's
something
likely he'll get that.
Okay.
He goes for the triple. I wonder if he realized what was going on. I know that I was taking accidental triples because of the pressure up there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go into 29 and you only have a few lines to go, you may as well just get the speed up and then just turbo through as fast as possible to get that max.
Right. And he's playing a consistent. He's lining out. He's not stacking up high for any Tetrises.
Yeah, that's a safe way to play there.
Right, and just a double or 3 singles, I think. Takes the double. Gets the max. He's out. So, yeah. Alex on another super solid game. I don't like the stack right now. He doesn't either. That's why he covered it up. He still has an eye dependency. Cole has a funny eye dependency. Which he resolves in 2 burns because he's just built like that.
I do have a backlog of a Maturino donation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks. $20 from Cat My Dogs. Thank you for the donation. And once again, reminding everybody that our Maturino is ongoing. Exclamation point Maturino in the chat to get linked to it. And we are at $13.93 right now, $13.93.06. Remember, all your donations go to the players, encouraging them for their amazing performances here. You know, whether it's the qualifiers now, today, or the brackets tomorrow, that's prize money that they will be awarded when CTWC 2025 is.
And I believe we do have incentives for different prize brackets. So if we hit certain thresholds, then we'll be able to give money, not just more money, but also more to more people.
Yeah, that's right.
Getting the top 8s, top 16s, maybe even the top 32s into the mix. And
yeah, that would be amazing.
We really want to do that.
It grows every year, so we're looking to set some new records here and have a bigger
Speaking
reward.
of records, Cole about to smash his own. This is a triple away, and he gets it, and this is single.
There you go. Cole's got back the momentum. Let's go.
Yes, and I believe that is his second, so at this rate, we might see... At this rate, he's got his stride, still plenty of time. We could see him getting like 10 or 12 maybe. Or maybe he could just blow my expectations completely out of the water. He tends to do that. All right, Scooty, bit of a more subdued game. He had some real bangers earlier, but he'll get the max comfortably, provided nothing catastrophic happens.
Nope, looking good.
It's always funny to me hearing the side station just absolutely explode. They have some of the loudest crowds in the entire building. And I don't like the stack. I don't think he likes the stack either. I do like that bar.
Get rid of that double long bar dependency. And opens it up. Boom, Tetris for Scooty, 931. So yeah, Scooty really playing clutch now, just playing perfectly after that first couple of rounds.
He's lost a lot of pace, but he had the pace to lose as well, so he can definitely get this before without worrying about kill screen.
So yeah, Alex still definitely in the lead of this pack. Still playing perfect. You know,
I would say this pace is slightly lower than where he wants to be. It looks like Scooty is stacking up for the Tetris. We'll see if this pays off. It does immediately. He knows what he's doing. He's done this 100,000 times over. He'll do it 100,000 times more.
So yeah, another max for Scooty, getting another one on the board. We're at 4 and a kicker.
Right.
Alex is at 4 and impending with the 5th here.
Yes, and yeah, this is actually slightly below his normal. Like, his normal has been exceptional. This one, he will need a bit of kill screen, and that's unfortunately going to take him a little bit longer than 7 minutes, 30 seconds to complete the game.
Yeah, we'll see if it makes it up. I mean, some of these players are, getting their stride now. So, Cole having a rough start, now is just banging down the maxes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Noah also having a great start, but struggling a little. And there is that fatigue issue. I think a lot of Tetris players don't think about fatigue because it genuinely doesn't affect them. But personally, I'm getting a little bit old, and I've begun feeling it a little in my hands. And I think my technique slips because of it. So 2 hours is definitely not an easy thing to maintain top form over.
I mean, going for things like rebirth or colors, those are long sessions, right?
Exactly.
So and then especially you have multiple attempts back to back.
Oh, I don't like the stack from Alex. I'm suspecting he will have to burn a little more, and with this pace, he does not want to do that. Okay, so we'll have to see. The next checkpoint is at 37.5 minutes. We're at 36:28 right now.
Okay, Alex got it back under control.
Yeah, Cole with a little bit of a hangering on the left. All right, and he chooses to just take those conservative burns, go all the way to the bottom, work this way out in a place where he and all of us are most comfortable. Look at that. That was easy for him.
Oh.
Just had to make it a little harder for himself. He was
not
just
sure what that was.
So uninterested with the complexity of that.
Left well that. Gets the
right.
right pieces for it.
Alex will need at least 2 Tetrises and kill screen. All right, depending on how he handles this burn,
yeah,
he might need a third. Ooh, no space for the S piece.
Needs that long bar. Okay, gets the tap to the right after that.
All right, and he'll want to clean up. I don't know if he'll go for the Tetris, but he will want to keep that well open because that is his safety net. That is his escape hatch.
Okay, gets the left tap.
But misses the first one, and that has been a place.
Right, that was a point of pain there earlier. But if you can survive this, get out of the woods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
come on,
14,
game.
15
come on,
pieces without a bar. That's like a
the kicker.
10% chance of happening at any given moment.
Man. So,
but on the other hand, I do have to criticize him slightly because he did make that choice to overcommit.
Yeah. I mean, some burns really would have.
It's unfortunate, but yes, he will have a high kicker, and suddenly, it appears the 17 dreams might be a little cooked.
But that evens the field up pretty much. Scooty and Dengler are right in line with that, I believe.
Right. So I would say Noah might be ahead. It all depends on this ending. So if Alex is able to sneak in one extra game after Noah, then he will take the max lead. Or he will tie Noah's max counts and has a really great kicker to compensate. But yeah, and of course, they are all looking to take the #1 spots, which is currently held by Meme, setting 16 maxes and a kicker.
Wow. Okay, Dengler about to max here. Boom, Tetris for Dengler.
Oh, and that's
nice early one there. And stacked up high. Nice quick top out into next game.
Yeah, he is locked in. He has overcome whatever instability he had in the middle of the match. And it can be really hard. He's actually playing on a different controller than he usually trains with, so he's been spending some time adjusting to it, and it's a long process, I know from experience. But if you look at him play right now, I don't think he'd even be able to tell.
Yeah. Dengler's been playing super solid.
Yeah. And just to reiterate, the top 8 players of this qual session itself will be in green up at the top, and then the rest of it is the current leaderboard. We want to be showing the people who are playing right now. We want to be seeing how they're doing. And let's take a look. Dylan and Aaron at 4 maxes. And Bendy. I don't know. Bendy is a bit of a multi-playstyle aficionado, so I don't know what he's actually using right now, but whatever he's doing, it's certainly working. 4 max outs.
Yeah.
And then Wallband and Cobra with 3, and heartbreaking kickers, but still really great for those tiebreakers. And you can see, like, there are like a bunch of people with 14, a bunch with 13.
Yeah, Cobra with a 993. Wow.
Yeah. And
then
Wallband with a
998.
And that's so painful.
But at least got the 3 too, so, or, you know, have 3.
You know, Cobra has the chance to actually beat my qual by, 146 points if he locks in. And I know I'm commentating about the other stations. So.
And you're keeping pace in consideration for
we'll have
2
to see.
hours. Yeah.
But yeah, again, you'll want to be checking out our other streams to see these other plays. Twitch.tv/Classic Tetris 2, Classic Tetris 3, Classic Tetris 4. All of these are live. All of these have great people. All right, there are just too many people who are good at Tetris now. We can't fit them all on one screen.
Or like that, you know, the internet years, they throw them up on the video wall, and you have like, I can't remember how many there were, but there was like 16 on a screen maybe.
Right.
That was interesting. That was fun. I kind of missed that, but you know, we don't need to do that now. Yeah.
No, it's also really hard. I think 4 is a nice balance of like choosing who to focus on. Let's focus on Cole, by the way.
Okay.
Cole will need some kill screen. All right, it feels like he has not felt confident with them recently, and it will be hard to feel confident when you're up this high. You have these holes to get through. It looks like, I would say 2 Tetrises. Looks like he's stacking up for this triple, but no, the gamble doesn't pay off.
Needs to get the board back in shape, and there's gonna have to
nice
play up high.
Oh, so we can do sit and watch, and that's a beautiful piece.
Wow.
All right, and
what a down stack.
It's not over yet. Let's not curse him before he's completed it. All right, he's looking for
survival.
All right, that L piece is the most consistent inputs mechanically that he could have had, and he is now out and down to the ground. Will he stack up? Will he be aggressive? It looks like he is.
What a high dig. Gets a triple.
The triples are huge, especially now. Oh, he continues to stack. Already looks like he's waiting for perfect pieces for those left, then filling up the rights. And that's safe, but it's also
that left
risky.
side. Come on.
Gets one. Boom. And that's the Tetris.
He gets it. Cole just managing to rescue that game from certain doom with that amazing survival dig there.
Extremely clutch, and I imagine this is a huge confidence boost as well.
Oh, absolutely. And getting all those maxes back-to-back now. This is the momentum Cole needs. Getting back on the board and within striking distance of the others in this group.
Yeah. And, okay, Scooty, about to match. Oh, this is also precarious. He has the left and the right built up, but he doesn't get this J. It's all over. Or, okay.
Ooh.
He can make this. I've seen him do this before.
That left side.
But it's not going to happen. It's
wait. Flat burn. Oh, man.
And it's another high, 944, and his kicker is 945.
That was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is frustrating. But learning to deal with that is one of the most important parts of being a Classic Tetris player. With everybody is so good right now, the game becomes mental. It becomes who is feeling most collected, who is able to make correct decisions without going to...
Yeah, and how about that momentum shift from Cole? Just going from, you know, not having a rough start and then just now maxing after maxing and then rescuing that last game. That's, as you said, got to be a great confidence booster there, Fractal.
Speaking of momentum, it feels like the bottom has never stopped.
Oh, yeah, they've been just banging him down. You know, Alex had that one game that you almost made it, but he's still had such a strong performance. I don't think that's phased him one bit.
I heard Nova go like from that, and I internally felt the same way. So he's going to have to dig this down. All right. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's extremely high level. He focused on that. He planned for the center well from the very beginning, and he stacked his pieces in a way that it would burn perfectly into that. And now he's committing to it. This board is beautiful. He'll be able to burn it out of it anytime he wants, but he wants to stick with it, so he will, and he gets another Tetris. What is this guy on? Why is he so good? Why do I have to play against him? It's not fair.
Wait, has that been? Are you guys on the same side of the possible bracket?
Well, I mean, we're both going to win every game and make it to the finals. So.
Oh, okay. Strong words from the former champion.
Yes, and this is not a strong stack for Noah. It looks like some pieces that he didn't want. It remains to be seen whether he could have stacked more optimally. But at the end of the day, this is the situation he's given. This is what he has to deal with.
Scooty playing one off the bottom here.
Alex
down
close.
a couple of Tetrises. Yeah, Alex is close.
1 and change. That's the change. And he's waiting for the 1.
And
1!
boom, Tetris for Alex. Another one on the board. So
All right, that is
last
his 5th, and now he has tied Dangler and Bendy actually taking a slight lead. All right, that is a name that you might be familiar with from the Scout video. All right, he was the first to complete 19.5 with DAS.
Oh, that's right.
An
yeah.
unbelievable
and you're just mentioning,
achievement.
multiple play styles, so you're not actually sure what they're playing with now.
No, but he's also just a mechanical beast regardless. All right, and this is an interesting hole on the side of Scooty, like a bit of like the Eye of Sauron. I have to call it. I think I've had that exact situation before, but I don't know if I was able to get out of it as clean as he did.
Yeah, that was pretty efficient. And like I said, he was playing one off the bottom, continues to do so, and does so efficiently.
Speaking of efficiency, let's take a look at the bottom left. There he is again, Noah the Dangler.
About to max.
Oh. I know exactly what he was thinking. He's decided to fill it in for the hole, saw that he had a J piece, then tried to adjust it away, but didn't have time. Adjustments are difficult. You have to make everything correctly at the right time. It doesn't matter for him.
Oh, look at that. 10 points away.
Oh, and he was aware. He was looking for that. He was not caught off guard. This is what I was talking about. I think I have done this thing where I've had that exact score and topped out.
And with 80 at the end instead of 90?
Yeah, no, because it looks so much like a 9 that like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I probably got it. And then I start dropping pieces and wait. Oh. Oops. All right, but yeah. So that'll be Dangler's 6th, and he effectively takes the lead with that. All right, Dylan also matching with 5. All right, you can find him on, I believe, Classic Tetris 2, twitch.tv, or the CT Archive YouTube channel if you prefer that platform. All right, and none of these players are really platforming right now. They're all just maintaining excellent stacks.
Yep. And yeah, Alex has just been keeping up just this monster pace. Hasn't lost a beat. You know, got other than that one kicker, and you're pretty much allowed that one kicker just to have the kicker.
Exactly. And I honestly, I feel that this struggle for the lead between these 4 has been extremely exciting. You've had it switched from Noah to Alex, then back to Noah again, and then Scooty has been playing from behind, but like he's the kind of person who you just expect to like come out of nowhere with the left hook and take the crown.
Yeah,
I got Cold Buckets continues to gain momentum with every piece as he places.
Yeah, his pace is so good on this game. Like, not only did he get his momentum back, he's actually stronger as a result, it's seeming.
Right, so I think, so we're about a third of the way through the qualifier, and Noah has 6, Alex has 5. A lot of people on pace for 15, I think.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see about the 16s. We'll see if Noah can get out of this. Oh, he can. I'm blown away. I'm flabbergasted. I could have never expected that. Yeah. And once again, look, it's Cold Bucket with the best pace. Scooty not too far behind. And we got a bit of like an interesting like even and on situation where the top half are like seems like perfectly staggered from the bottom half. So we're always able to see somebody about to pop off to increase their max total, and it seems like they're doing nothing but that.
Yeah, Cole, good pace here, increasing the momentum.
Yeah. Oh, is this a potential 26 max outs on the side of Cold Buckets?
Yeah, looking so strong here.
I don't see Noah missed a spin. He's going to have to take a few burns, but his pace is still good. Alex, his pace is good. I don't think I even really had to look at his board to say that.
932 for Cole. Couple more.
I do want to keep an eye on Alex's because this could be a 600 transition. We haven't seen one of those in hot minutes. Let's also not forget the people about to complete their games.
Cole taking that triple there.
That's frustrating. But he made it work. He made himself not eye dependent by force of will.
Yeah, and scheduling clearing it off to get those last couple of
And
Tetrises
yeah, Alex
in.
Slash 610 transition, 73% Tetris rates.
Okay, one more for Cole. We'll do it.
All
Just
right.
waiting for that long bar. There
Or
it is.
that triple.
Boom.
But he gets the long bar. He gets Tetris. All right, Scooty's 2 away. Oh, TT play Terrence Y on the board too. I don't know what station he's on, but you can find him. Definitely give him a watch. He's been around forever.
Hey, we've got a couple of Matcherinos coming in.
We also got a maxout coming in very soon. All right.
Tiger Krieger, $250.
Oh, wow,
Thank
that's
you.
big. Scooty gets a max. That would be
Good
his
for-
5th
Good max for Scooty.
in 50 minutes.
And we've got some more Matcherinos. I think I should call these because we've got Frito Fries, $10 donation, followed by Scott Gray, 76, $10,000.
Oh my God,
We
this
are
guy.
now up to 11,653, just like that. Scott Gray, always such a great supporter of our scene.
He's made his way out to a couple of events himself.
Yeah, kicking our Matcherino off.
With a bang.
Yeah, with a bang. Boom. Matcherino for our players here, 11,653.
As a player myself, I think I speak for. I'm not entirely certain, but I think we all appreciate it. So there's a thank you, Scott, from me, and maybe a thank you, Scott, for everyone. I don't know. Maybe he's made enemies in his time here that we have yet to uncover.
Scott Gray powering the yapping machine sitting next to me.
And
I love it.
speaking of uncovering, Noah's in the process of uncovering this dig.
Yeah, what a dig.
571,000. About to hit level 21. This is a bit below pace, but he can turn that around. Moment's notice. And he's going to look to do that here. I think, yeah, set up. All right, and I wonder if he would go for 2 off the bottom. Just if it was faster. It might, because it might be faster.
Yeah. Your pieces hit the bottom faster without any intervention.
All right, Alex stacking up high to really take
handle
advantage
it.
of that as well, but
It's a lot of doubles.
oh,
from
I did
Dengler.
not see that. That was really hot.
Okay, Dengler finally getting a Tetris out of that after a flurry of doubles and triples.
No, we can see he's frustrated. I would certainly be frustrated as well, but it is the mark of an exceptional Tetris player to take that frustration and set it aside for another time.
Yeah, at least it's just quals. You know, you can, as long as you bang out that max within a reasonable time frame. It's all
I was
good.
really trying to use quals as an opportunity to test my mechanics to see if I would be able to adjust to the setups here. And it's like 2 hours of straight gameplay, so it's perfect for that.
And for us viewers, you know, seeing how these players are performing. I mean, Alex, if I didn't have a prediction before, I certainly do now. Boom,
There's
Tetris
a
for Alex.
27-piece drought.
Another max from Alex.
That is the level of drought where it's like you should be living that every time, but you might raise an eyebrow, especially if you're waiting for one last Tetris. All right, and we got Noah coming up for the end of his game. He could get it before 29 if he just locks the heck in. It looks like he might be preparing to do it on the fast level.
Yeah, I mean, half the time I'm looking at Dengler's screen, I do not know what he's setting up, but when it resolves, I mean, look at that adjustment.
Oh, that's a TGM4 move right there.
Okay, you'll have to explain that one to me because I do not comprehend.
Just find Green Tea. He'll tell you all about
Okay.
it. I've been following that game. It's been fascinating, and I really love what they've done with it. All right. Noah has not been able to find his way out. He's going to be spending a long time on kill screen, and this is going to take time. This is going to take stress. I don't think it'll take years off his life, but he's done this a lot of times.
Yeah.
Alex Thatch with a curious misdrop. I believe it was a double flip of an S piece. All right, and that is one of the worst possible ones that you can have.
Okay, Dengler opting to burn down to prepare.
And this guy is a ninja when it comes to efficient pace. So we'll see if he decides to tap into that now, but he might choose to take it
Kill
safe.
stream speeds. And like you said, he's going to be spending a lot of time here. So is he going to do it with Tetrises?
He wants to.
Cut down on that time. Gets one there, 879.
It's a lot of time, but I just meant in terms of lines, like in terms of speed, like the way this goes. Like you gain points in the
Dengler's
blink
playing
of an
aggressive
eye.
now.
Look at this. He's already at 900,000.
Drilled down to the bottom and just going to go for Tetrises now.
S pieces, like
Ooh,
3 of
gets the
them,
left.
when the board didn't have any space for them. All right, burn that. Very nice, very nice.
Good down stack there.
Very good.
Okay, back into position. Yeah, making the smart choices there, not playing too aggressive when things are looking rough.
Oh, I wonder if he builds one up. This is the point where I think one Tetris might just do it. Wait, no, not yet, but
Not yet.
certainly now.
Now, yeah. Yeah, just a science of risk reward here. Don't. Oh, yeah, that was critical.
Oh my God.
Clutch that out. Oh, left side.
But he can do this. I've seen it do it so many times before.
Out is a possibility.
All right, and he gets the square. Best possible piece. Best possible piece. 10,000 more points. Will he be able to clutch this out?
Oh,
bringing the board down in some places. It's coming higher into others. 3 more burns, I think. 1. Okay. There's 1. That's 2.
998.
That's it. He clutches it. Woo. Noah Dangler with a max out number 7. All right, leapfrogs just ahead of Alex Thatch.
What a grind there, and what survival. He went into kill screen speeds with the Tetrises and then just had to grind out those last burns.
So it's 55 minutes in. I believe players have time for about like 9 more max outs. So Alex could hit the both. Alex hit the 15. Noah can still hit the 16. But that's a long time to not make any fatal mistakes.
2025, what a year. I mean, we're talking about, 9 more maxes, no problem. That's just, they could just do it.
But it is a perfect qual, and we have seen that despite everything that we have been trained to believe, they are ultimately human.
Or are they?
Or are they?
Are they like a yapping machine like
Oh my God, what the the top is crazy. When did Cole and Scooty, like this is Cole could get a early 25 max. That would be the earliest that I've seen.
I think Cole like increasing in power here as
right, but he's up high and he's not getting the bar. There we
go.
It is. And it was the same deal for Scooty
25.
too. They're both getting drought. Scooty done. Yeah. That's really early. He got his 6. He wants to be back in this. He is waiting for a mistake.
Level 25 max on the verge here.
And Cole is waiting for an L, then a T.
There you go.
A bar, and he gets
boom,
all of
Cole. Nice early max there from Cole.
What a set right now. 57 minutes, just over an hour, and there's still so much potential.
Cole's like momentum. I mean, there's one thing getting your momentum back and then exceeding.
I have to wonder, maybe we've missed a top out, but it feels like he just hasn't missed neither of them.
I haven't seen Cole skip a beat since getting his momentum back.
Ooh, Scooter feels like an interesting situation. That cannot be tucked, but that can be addressed with that T piece. Untuckable, but certainly burnable. And he, I think, did it in about as few burns as you could ever hope to ask for. That is an eye dependency. He's going to have to spend a few lines to get rid of it. I like to think of like burning and like being efficient in terms of like currency. So it's like you're spending lines to like fix problems so that you can like cash in for Tetris.
That's right.
I don't know. There are probably like gambling analogies.
I feel like there's a cost to burning, so I would agree.
Right. I don't know. This game is. People say this game is gambling.
Uh-oh.
It certainly is to an extent, but it is gambling with a purpose and without any like monetary like Cole. Yeah.
Cole with a little bit of a problem there, but survives just a very precarious stack.
And I did see a bit of a head shake from Cole, and that's something that's typically reserved for Dask players. So maybe he's channeling his experience with the other playstyles. And all these players are proficient in everything. You kind of have to be in order to be considered top level in this game.
Yeah, I mean, with more DAS competitions, there's reasons to maintain those skills. I think it's great to see that. Scooty, having a bit of a problem with that build, is able to survive that out. Gets the LJs he needs, clear that out, and is Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris for Scooty. And yeah, Cole just getting back so much momentum, playing super clean now. And there's a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning, but Cole able to dig that out and not top out from, I mean, almost anyone else probably wouldn't have.
Oh no, he's like missed the rotation. Rotations, I think, become super hard when you start rolling because you have your hands in this like slightly more awkward position. And because the controller is jostling, it's also really easy to like either miss the rotation button or to double flip it, because just as like your hand is moving to press the button, the controller is also moving too.
Do you think even after all these now years of experience with rolling, that's still a factor? That
Oh, absolutely, because there's still so much we don't understand, and one of the big things we don't know is like how environmental conditions come into play. All right, controllers are not perfect. We are not perfect. There are any number of combinations into a factor. Noah, however, is like handling this dig with that situation about as perfectly as you could have asked for.
Oh yeah, just the solve quality here.
But I would say this transition is not great. Alex Thatch looking to get another one on the board. Ty Dangler's max counts surpass him in kicker. But he'll have to get rid of that hole first. Ooh, that's not good. All right, he
gets it open again.
So you want to build up the left. That'll make
any
the
more
early
lines.
stages
there's
easier, but Alex doesn't need to make things easy for himself.
Yeah.
Look at him just bring this down, surgical precision.
Nice.
Gets the bar.
There it is.
And those burns gave him enough.
Yeah.
I have to wonder, like maybe strategically, he like would want to
get
trigger
2 doubles into the Tetris.
To like strategically trigger level 29 so that the pieces fall faster.
That's true. Save a few seconds.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the use of number of max outs as a competitive format? Because this has been a pretty contentious topic over the years.
I like it because it's one of the few forms of competition where you can buy a regular Nintendo and a Tetris cartridge and you can practice for it in its pure form without any modified cartridges, without any sort of extra scorekeeping or goal keeping. And I think there's a beauty in that. And if you start forcing the use of competition cartridges at all stages of quals, then you lose that. And is it really the same game anymore? I'm not so sure. I think the pure form of the game as it was sold retail in its classic form, that's why we're Classic Tetris. You can make new forms of quals for other types of events, but for, I would say, Classic Tetris Prime, you want to have the core game continue to be the same core game.
Yeah, I think my perspective on this is slightly more pragmatic. I think as early as like 2020 or 2021, people were still not happy with number of max outs because it felt like we were getting so close to the optimal. And it seems it has held up remarkably well, like both as like a way of separating people and as a predictive measure to see who's going to be doing well on the good weekend. But like especially now, you see the number of 14s. You have to wonder, like, once everybody's able to do that, and we only will get better, like how people differentiate themselves at the top.
I also like seeing the difference between how they play here and then in bracket play. Like seeing how, like say, strong Alex is right now with all this momentum, and then Cole's return of momentum. How is that going to affect their performance in match play?
Yeah, I think in general it is a little exhausting for us, I will say.
Yeah,
to be playing for this much on end,
2
maybe
hours.
Not great for our hands. I don't know. I would have loved to move to 90 minutes, but then that also increases the randomness because there's less chance for like the slight variations in people's inherent skills to magnify themselves.
Yeah, I mean, if you do something like expanding brackets or something, you might want to shorten the time a bit and maybe find a happy medium, see what works.
Right. I will say I'm personally in favor overall of switching to like a format similar to like what you'd expect for competition. So we uncap scores, like maybe we limit gameplay to level 39 and under. And I do believe people can practice for this because like all stages of Tetris are pretty similar at a certain level. And it's more what people are accustomed to at the end of the day. But we have right now, I do think it's pretty good. I'm excited. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
Yeah. No, this is a all-star lineup here. This is, if I had to pick one, I would want to witness or commentate on. This would probably be the one. Just it
appears that we have a tragically lost Cole.
But he's still playing.
He had a good run with us. But yes, low battery. What can you do? No, with another max. Kind of snuck up on us. He had to go to 267. So continuing with maybe these slower games, but it's not due to lack of efficiency like by itself. I think it's due to these misdrops, like not feeling comfortable with this controller.
Cole completing another max out, continues the run.
That'll be his 6th, and Noah jumps out to 8. So yeah, I do think right now Alex does have the advantage timing-wise.
Yeah,
because I don't think Alex. I'm pretty sure I might be wrong on this, that Alex will be forced into a situation where he needs to like rush to get the last max. We'll see. All right, Scooty, starting a new game. Did he get a max?
Yes.
Or did he? Okay.
Yeah, all three there. Just Cole, Scooty,
I
Dengler.
must have completely missed it. My apologies.
Yeah, Scooty and Dengler got it simultaneously, and then Cole just getting another one. Just this field is just insane, and then Alex has just been playing so consistently. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to see the other quals, but how were the consistency? Were the fields as strong before this?
Oh, yeah, certainly. I mean, the numbers, I think, speak for themselves. You see how many 14s we have, and it's looking like this session is going to match that. I was on this section earlier today, and my experience was that we all started out strong, then showed instability, so it was kind of an inversion of what we're seeing right now. So I think fatigue was more of a factor for us, and it remains to see whether it becomes a factor for him, but like the average age is like 12 here, so I don't know if they even know what that means.
Yeah, Cole just doing a Vitz there. I had to mention that.
Zilbear in the Twitch chat has the suggestion to turn Alex T into a filter and have his face on all contestants. What are your thoughts on that, Chris?
I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, they have, the ability to change angles here and there, so I don't know. We have to ask tech if that's possible.
I'm not sure the people up front would be totally jazzed with that. Yeah. And I guess the other point that I forgot to mention earlier, going back to the whole number of maxes as a competitive format thing, is that it is much more technologically viable because we don't have the infrastructure to manually track every single person's score, and now more than ever we would need that.
I'm sorry. So wouldn't you need more special cartridges?
It's special cartridges. Game Genies are not really an option because they're notoriously fickle, and dealing with dozens of them and making sure every single one works and doesn't malfunction, and you can fix them when they do malfunction because it's going to happen.
Right, but in terms of having special equipment, that's still, you're going to have that dependency on the special equipment.
Right. So and it depends. We've definitely been trying to make efforts to making a lot of equipments more accessible, more affordable. I'm assuming you have. Do you have any knowledge of the recent controller discourse?
A little bit, yes.
This is a really fun topic because people are just deciding to just push boundaries irrespective of whether the rules allow them.
Yeah,
I love that. I am all for that.
For people pushing boundaries.
No, because trying stuff for the sake of trying them and
personally, I do that. I mean, I build crazy crap. If you've seen the kind of controllers I've built, it'd blow your mind. I don't show the general public.
Really?
Alex just gets another max.
Oh,
just
that's
like that.
A shocker.
Yeah, what a shocker.
Look, Cole, he has 76% Tetris rate. That's a shocker. That was Scooty, 77. Oh, I'm flabbergasted. Novo Dengler, 40%. Yeah, and I have to imagine it's just these misdrops for him. But yeah, I don't. That's the worst feeling. I have said the way that Tetris feels good is that it feels like you're asserting control over an environment, and having a faulty controller is one of the worst ways to have that control be taken away from you.
Yeah.
And you're up there for 2 hours. Just having to deal with that. That's awful.
Oh, I know that feeling. When I find a controller type or a mod that I like, I build as many as I can. I buy as many as I can. I totally know where you're coming from.
Oh, that's a misdrop from Noah. We'll see if he can get a bar over. This would be a Tetris, but he chooses stack for it and then goes for 2 triples. And those are some good tabs. That's practice, honestly. Every opportunity, an instance to improve yourself.
Everybody playing so high right now. So I just see all the stacks are high, and I'm not sure who's to comment on. Yeah. But yeah, they're all able to dig out of that.
I'd say that's the kind of thing. It's you're comfortable, but you're holding your breath while you're doing it.
Yeah.
And I would definitely hold my breath right now. Noah having to reckon with a 30-piece round now, and is climbing, continues to climb to 35, and that is when the bar comes.
Tetris for Dengler for 37.
And
able to fly close to the sun and survive.
Looks like yet again he'll have to do it on the kill screen. All right. Yeah, we got some great paces up top still. Scooty's has dipped very slightly. Cole's has increased since I last checked.
I know. Cole is just increasing in power. It's the longer this goes on, Cole is just... Okay. that is an interesting way to
And that is an interesting stack for Scooty. This is not free for anybody. But with that bar, he's able to bring it down, and now he's comfortable.
Those pieces. Not out of the woods yet. Okay.
All right, we wait. Oh, he stacks aggressive for that opening, and yeah, building up the right is one of the safest things you can do in this instance.
Masterful dig there by Scooty. Not out yet, but just
this is comfortable.
Okay.
Very much so now.
Okay. Yeah.
Noah is at a similar level, but I don't know if he's feeling comfortable because he's been having these problems.
Okay.
That I don't think we've necessarily seen from the other
dirty.
competitors.
Boom, Tetris for Scooty, 800,000.
But even that can't stop him. All right, it is ultimately up to the players to like overcome the difficulties they are presented. And that is what we're seeing right now. That is what they understand they have to do.
Okay. Oh, Dangler.
All right. He's high up. This is a dependency. This is not free.
Yeah.
And he can't do it.
And that's going to be another top out for Dangler. So Dangler losing some momentum there.
And
that's not going to be.
You got to feel it for
Alex
him,
playing up really high. Everybody flying close to the sun here.
You know, I talk about Dangler's mechanics maybe feeling a little incompetent, but I've been noticing that some of Alex's like tough rolls are coming out a little slower, cutting it a little closer than I expect. So there's a when you're rolling, there's a trade-off between speed and timing. Can you imagine it's like you want to be as close to the first frame without like actually like going too early? And if you're close to the first frame, then you can roll slower. But if you're far from the first frame, then you're going to have to go for like a 30 hertz roll.
Scooty just
another 900.
Yeah.
No, and this happens.
And after that,
I think it's honestly a
dig,
miracle
too.
that it hasn't been happening in the earlier sessions either. All right, this is just the way the game is.
But
yeah, you lose control, it escalates, you don't get pieces. You're playing for 2 hours. Every contingent of good RNG will happen. Every contingent of bad RNG will also happen at the same time. All right. The great thing about a qualifier this long, for like all the concerns about stamina earlier, is that you're forced to reckon with everything you're given.
Right.
And at the top end, you need everything you're given.
Nice left well by Cole. Cole is just tearing it up here.
All right, and yeah, with these top outs, he's actually going to be like catching up pretty close to the to Noah and Scooty.
Completely reversed the momentum here.
Yeah, actually, I think with this max outs, if he can lock it up, he will have the lead.
He's got to go kill screen speed. He's going to have to play a little bit on 29 speed here.
All right, it's 2 Tetrises and ample burns. That's
Triple,
there's the ample.
Help a lot. Yep.
And now he's going to wait. He's going to want to take it safe. That is a beautiful left side. He's going to build it up as high as he possibly can. All right, the comparison that people like to use is it looks like when the typical person plays 19. I tend to disagree. I think it's actually higher. He wants one more. He might choose to line it out. I don't know how concerned he is with time.
It's a good stack.
That is a great stack.
Needs a flat bottom.
He did have to gamble on that T. All right, he's waiting for the L. But he made it into not a dependency.
Yeah, can line out.
But he's still so high up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's going
992.
This is possible.
994.
He just needs to get that tap. He does. He has the means. 998. I think one more. No. Yes.
Oh.
He clutches it. 999, 980 yet again.
We saw that.
Times.
Yeah, that crazy, dangerous number. You don't want your digits to end in the 80.
He did not let it. If he let his guard down, that would have been the game. There's no way he could have recovered that. But he knew to take the extra burn just for safety. He knew that it was a close call.
What a finish. And Cole maintaining this momentum.
He has surpassed Blue Scooty.
Wow.
But that being said, Blue Scooty does have the lead over him, so like at the slightest mistake, he will take a pretty nice advantage. So we'll have to see whether he's able to clean that up. That's a weird J piece, but he made it work. And that's also a drought.
I like it when they make it work.
They tend to do this quite often.
I do enjoy that maneuver. Okay, Alex looking good. Takes the burn into the Tetris. 765 at level 25.
Yeah, 97. The pace is a little below where he wants. All right, we can see 57% Tetris rate. I tend to actually not like Tetris rate as a statistic because I feel it does a bad job of reflecting local changes, especially as you get to the end. But when it comes to level 19,
yeah,
for the full time, it's pretty good, I have to say. I don't know. Maybe I'll
a little less.
Yeah, maybe I'll yell at Yobi to add some new stats.
Cole. I'm not sure what happened there.
I think he just decided to reset. Did it quickly. So yeah, when the pieces fall, that probably means that he went back to the title screen, and Nestor Champs isn't built to detect the title screen. All right, Noah. This is kind of a good score, I think. I don't know. What do you think? Well, like 70,
it is.
70, 70.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. Okay. And if anyone can get out of this, it's Dangler.
Alex with the max outs. And I always believed. I never doubted.
Yeah, Alex just maintaining.
Yeah. In spite of this, Noah, in spite of all those burns, he still had a 600K transition. That's a monster.
Yep.
I think he missed another triple. So let's take a look. Let's give a bit of a time. Oh, we can't do that. My phone's dead.
Oh, man. Do you need a charger?
I would, if you have one, I would certainly benefits. But yeah, Scooty with another top outs. Yeah, and this is definitely the time. You don't want to be topping out in matches for sure. And with quals, there's a bit of leeway. Like, given like how volatile it can be at the top ends.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it is likely that like strong players will play themselves way earlier than they're expected. So we'll have to see how that works out. I know I don't want to play anybody good early on. And
okay, Dangler with the Tetris, and yeah, level 22, 762.
Yeah, just Dangler things.
Yep.
If you take a look at the leaderboard, you can see the past the top 8, they're beginning to creep up, assert themselves into the top 48. Unfortunately, we can't see what the top 48 cutoff is, but it's looking to dip into like the high 5s, low 6s, which is, I believe, a record. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, that's at 34 and 5 max outs. And
like in 2022, 14 max outs was first seed.
Yeah.
And look at where it is right now. Look at how many people
yeah, it's like
are good enough for 14.
Look,
Alex with the crazy setup does not get the tuck. I'm honestly so disappointed in him. He should know better. He shouldn't be missing those. I'll speak stern words to him after this.
Yeah, at 14, you might not even make top 10 at this point.
Right. Yeah, but we'll have to see. Noah,
this round.
His earliest max out by a long shot. If he was able to close this out, and there's every reason to believe that he will.
And boom, Tetris for Dangler. Beautiful max out. Nice and early, save some time.
Back in it. He is caught up with Alex. Still has a lower kicker, and Alex has like what 300,000 points on him when he'll start his game. Cole and Scooty dealing with some instability. Cole with a fascinating setup. Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you. I love that slightly less.
I don't love that, and that's going to be.
I don't think he does either.
A throwaway, but at least it it ended soon enough. Catching up on our Matcherino. Thank you, Belingus B for 1663.
Nice adjustment by Scooty there.
And Quinn Culver, $50. Thank you for contributing to the Matcherino, and we are up to $11,800.
All right, so unfortunately, because my phone died, I can't give precise.
Yeah, we have to
I guess there was the timer on there, but it was like off by like a few seconds. So, but yeah. Yeah. You know, I think this is Tetris.
It is indeed more Tetris than we can handle. I mean, on multiple channels, don't forget to tune in to CT2, CT3, CT4, all of our qualifiers going on now. Remember that the top 8 that you see highlighted in the green are the leaderboard for
nice
the
bits, Alex.
Round.
You're welcome. He can hear us. He just chooses to pretend he doesn't. He can't.
That's the power of the yapping module. Goes right through his earbuds.
And boom Tetris for Alex.
Dangler with a bit of a misdrop there.
Yeah.
He's going to clean it off somehow. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's a... Oh, man. That's
I think this is possible. I think this is... Oh! That is either 26 or 30 hertz.
This is going to be some crazy survival.
One frame of error.
Could be witnessing some magic here from the Dangler. Look at that.
But to him, it's just necessity.
Oh.
I hate the square taps to the left. They feel like they should be so easy, and then you like do them a frame early.
Yeah, and they're so destructive when you don't hit them.
Yes. All right, up at the top right, we have Cerulean Scootifer with another excellent game about to hit 500,000s.
Did you just make that up now, or is that a
I've
known
used this
alias?
once before.
Okay.
Yes, and the general benchmark is 500,000 at 130 lines. 130 lines we consider the halfway points.
Okay.
It's the balance between the points increasing later on and having more lines earlier on. Works out pretty well.
Yeah. Just feeling the consistency from Alex here, like really, that's gonna.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I didn't say that though. I did not like the look of that roll. He kind of stopped in the middle. I don't think that was for an adjustment.
So you're actually looking at their control execution?
Yeah, exactly, because that's what fundamentally matters the most here. All right, and he's making it work. He's been able to close out most of the games, but that's
I know what he wanted, and yeah, that didn't. Oh, nice recovery there.
Exactly, but that's the kind of thing that kills games if it happens at the wrong time.
Yeah, for sure. That adjustment, jeez.
It's like it could maybe there's like only 10% of boards where like it could have an actual effect, but that's the 10% that they're all looking for. Honestly,
I mean, I'm really impressed when Alex does do a misdrop, able to recover, being able to know what can get you back out of the situation you put yourself in.
Right, everybody kind of going through it right now, to be honest. Noah is the cleanest, and even then, I don't like the left side of his board, which is fortunately been made nicer. He is missing 4 taps yet again. I'm so curious. There are like 5 different ways that they can go wrong, and I wonder which one of them is plaguing them. All right. I think diagnosing like your issues while you're playing and actively fixing them is one of the hardest things you can do. Something equally hard is getting through this dig. Alex has to go through a lot of garbage.
Jeez. Looking like
but that's efficient. That's so efficient. That's scary.
Type B training in real time. Look at that.
If I'm screen looking at him, I'm assuming that like I can chill for like the next like 2 levels. But as we're seeing right now, he's done.
So you're thinking of...
He's fine. He could set up for the Tetris on the left if he wanted to. He's just that kind of a guy.
Just like that, out of it.
Right,
I think it's funny that you're basically circling your prey right now, and it's like, if this was a comp match, how would I feel if this was a comp match?
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever feel easy. We have some insider information. Bit of a dead drop from Hello Jasmine, who has, I believe, watched some of Noah's practice streams and says, in practice earlier, he was rolling too early. So yeah, this is a bit of a timing thing. It's you want to be so close to that, and like if you're wanting to like average that first frame, that's actually bad. Because that means that on average you're going too early, and then just one of those inputs disappears out of thin air.
Yeah, I wonder if we now have all CRT PVM setups, which is going to be great for our consistency in our setups for the future.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that, the environment may play a factor.
Right. I did feel that so I care about timings more than Alex Thatch in transition. He's setting up for the center wall. He loves the center wall, and he knows how to make it work probably better than anybody in the world. All right, he's looking for one more Tetris. Will he just get it outright? Has the ability to burn this.
Tetris for Alex.
Does it. That is max out number 10, and with 37 minutes, that is time for 5 more, maybe 6. So he's suddenly on the way back to getting 16. I didn't know if this was possible, but I guess it was just a lot of it.
Scooty on kill screen speed, bangs down to Tetris, 1 away.
Yeah. See, Scooty and Cole and Alex earlier were in these situations, but they survived, and that was the important parts. And it's because of the survival that they're able to convert this.
Scooty opting to go for triples there to push up the scores. Going to line it out, it looks like. And that triple will do it.
Boom. Oh, I said your line. That's my bad.
Boom, max out for Scooty.
There we go.
That's, I believe that the yapping module is licensed to use that.
Oh, I have permission from the man himself.
That's right.
It is my honor. And that's max out number 8. Cobra checking in on the other people. Cobra, Dylan, Bendy, Huff, keeping pace with the people that we see. All right, you'll find talent anywhere you look. Classic Tetris 1, Classic Tetris, Classic Tetris 2, Classic Tetris 3, Classic Tetris 4.
Yeah,
any of these
channels. The
channels.
is just so insane, just even in this quals.
Noah misses one spin, but hits the next. This is right about the baseline pace that he's wanting. Honestly, I have to imagine none of these players will feel happy about these quals when they're over, just because. Yeah, you have one dig that lasts longer than like 10 lines, and that's just the only thing that you can think about. And there have been many unfortunate situations all around. All right, I think This will be Cole Bucket's biggest test so far in the qualifier. This is not a great score.
But he's
He's
been
going
surviving in kill
Oh, no,
streak.
Noah Dangler tops out on the right
man.
side.
Yeah,
it's
that's
these
a bad
4-taps. And we have to wonder, is it rolling early like our Twitch chatter Jasmine said? Hi, Jasmine, by the way. Or is it something else entirely? There are any number of reasons.
Yeah, it could be controller, it could be fatigue, it could be some of the loss of momentum.
Right, and Cole chooses to put the hole in the stack to make the surface really nice. I just dropped one of the spare headsets completely by accident. Had the perfect
Nice
clear setup,
technical.
would have been his second of the qualifier.
Yeah, the pieces kind of have to agree with you to make that happen.
Yeah.
But
Anybody who has to go against him is, go against Cole Bucket is not liking what they're seeing right now.
I know. Yeah,
Just
no,
look at
Cole
him.
is
No
just
fear. That's a bit of instability, actually.
Uh-oh.
And he's not going to be able to
That
convert
left
it.
side. Oh, man, that's not going to...
Right, and it's because his kicker's already so good. He's used up like his freebie in a sense.
Yeah.
So
But still, that was a long... Yeah, that would have been a long game.
yeah, one of the things about
level 3
max
speed.
out quals is that you're incentivized to not play on level 29, and that's, I would say, is pretty
Yeah, 'cause
widely
you're
agreed to
spending-
be like the most interesting level and the one that like has the most weight in competition itself. So
Yeah,
I
see
think
what you're
even these
saying.
moments of like being able to practice that for a little bit can be nice.
That's true. That's true.
All right, we got 34 minutes left. Any number of max outs can happen. Alex Thatch looking to surpass Meme if he's able to get 16, which I believe is right about what he's able to do.
Alex pointing at the camera.
Yes. No
All the
question
confidence
is,
in the world.
was he pointing at me or was he pointing at you?
He was pointing at all of us.
Oh.
Everybody in this room right now. Alex T in command of more Tetris than you can handle.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, we continue to see these hangs for Noah. I wonder actually if this is fatigue, if this is the reason we hadn't seen them earlier.
Yeah, or equipment could be as well.
It could be. Controllers are old, rarely functional pieces of hardware. Like just the way they're like minutely positioned within the controller, like
Yeah.
the pads themselves.
Yeah,
I think that can have an effect.
Silicone does break down within
Yeah.
the controller during play.
So yeah, up. He clears that up very nicely by keeping space for that. Scooty with some more holes, but has the pace to do it. So we've been seeing 70% be like sort of the top end for what these players are pulling out, but 80 and 90% is well within reason, for sure. Maybe not necessarily likely, but I could definitely see a pop off.
Got some
Scooty.
updates on Matcherino. $50 from Quinn Culver. Thank you. And 2 donations, one for $200 and one for $80.31 from Avi Schrerer. Thank you for contributing to the Matcherino.
All right, I believe that is cousin Avi, who is with us this weekend. So thank you very much.
Awesome.
We'll try
Up
and
to
find you later.
$12,000. So
And it looks like Aaron has cracked it into the top 34 that we can see. I think he was looking for a 10 max out qual, so I don't know if he's exactly the happiest with this, but he's in the brackets. He'll be able to play at least one match, maybe even take it further. Alex is certainly looking to take this further. This is 77%. He might challenge the very assertion that I said earlier. If he can play this perfectly, I see the greatest possible stack you could ever have.
Yeah,
he might bump it up to 80.
So clean, so clean.
And 80% Tetris rate, I don't know where that ends up, but that's probably like 25, maybe even 24.
Uh-oh, Dangler.
The left side.
I don't think that's survivable.
No, I don't know.
Oh, just on the left and the right.
At this point, I
Fatigue?
wonder if it could be fatigue. I wonder if it's good to just like take some time and not go for max outs right now. Just diagnose the issues. Make sure the remaining time you have left is quality.
Yeah.
All right, at his full potential, he certainly has the space for many more. He could get up to 13, maybe 14. But it looks like he's just going to keep going with it. Alex Thatch having the burn. I think the pieces are not friendly with his Tetris rate back up to 78. Scooty was 71, rocking the left well. All right, in this house, we love and respect the name of David Vulich.
And yeah, left well continuing. Scooty 76 at level 22.
Right, so people in chat asking about who's qualifying tomorrow. We actually do have one more qualifying slot for people who aren't able to get in at the earliest time. So Corian and Green Tea and Dan V as well.
It feels like, a lot of TGM players are going to be playing tomorrow.
Right.
Alex Kerr, Corian, as you mentioned, And yeah, people flying in late.
A lot of our favorite people. Yeah, like come on, guys, we got Greensy back this year.
Yep,
This is like we all kind of win. Alex with a
for Alex
76% Tetris rate.
And Cole taking
start at level 26.
Top out there. Scooty closing in now, 875.
So that's his 11th. I believe if he gets 4, getting that 7-minute 30-second pace, then that is 15. And then if he has a bit of extra, you see there's like 18 seconds extra.
Yeah.
Then he'll be able to contest meme for seed number 1. And he is the
That's
defending
gonna be
champion.
exciting. Yep.
All right,
Reigning
what better
champion.
statements to assert that he is very much the one we should be focusing on, despite everything, despite all the narrative we have.
And he looks extremely excited, and I love to see it.
I think there are like 5 people here who are my favorite Tetris player.
And they're all Alex Thatch.
Well, that's what he wants to. That's what he wants it to be. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, Scooty.
Oh, he's fine.
He's
This is
up in a high dig.
What do you
close to the end
mean?
of the
What are you talking about? Did you not believe? Boom, Tetris. Up.
Yeah, he's fine.
Not even close. All right, Noah, hit that spin. All right, every successful input. All right, you can use that.
Yeah, you're
confidence.
really analyzing their execution performance here.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right, Cole, maybe slowing down a little bit more. I didn't see. Did he get a max outs?
No, that was a top out.
That was a top out, unfortunate.
Oh
So,
no,
yeah.
Dangler not able
But
to
yeah,
get
no,
that to the left.
there is something that is going on. He is making the correct decision. It is just that the controller is not agreeing with him for one reason or another. It is a tough thing always. It's something everyone has to deal with. Will Alex get? Is there a swag way to fill that in? I don't think so.
I was expecting that long bar flat.
He missed the swag. He missed the swag. He missed the swag.
Okay.
All right, Noah. And he's up again. Like there's just the slightest thing goes off.
Yeah, and whenever it happens up high, that's when the top outs happen.
Yeah, like I firmly believe that he will get a max outs. Like I've had him over at my place a number of times, and we've played Tetris. I've seen him play firsthand.
Right.
He can
So
recover from everything,
Yeah.
and this like next max out that he's gonna get is gonna mean so much, and then he's gonna start piling them on. All
That's
right.
kind of what happened to Cold Bucket earlier.
I think my honest opinion is that he's the scariest opponent to go against.
Dangler?
Yeah. There was a match, I think last month, he played against Blue Scooty and it had, like, actually, genuinely a generational performance. All right, so I was a little bit smarted by this because I had actually set a world record in the match before against him. I got the highest transition ever by a person in CTM history. All right, then he tied it, then beat it in 2 games in a row.
In the same competitive.
In the same stream.
Wow.
Everyone was watching. I had my record. People were like, oh my god, good job, Fractal. Unk still got it, whatever they say now. And then, nah, he still watched. He doesn't even have world record. What a scrub.
Did you talk to him after, and was it on purpose?
I believe it.
Okay. that's
But yeah, no, but that's the kind of take he has. He has, I think, twice as many 1.4 million scores into level 29 as the rest of the world combined. I think it could be 3 times. It's ridiculous.
Cole having some difficulties up high there.
Yeah, but he digs this. See?
Yep.
I have faith. I believe in the Tetris players. Like, these are all, at this point, they're veterans. We got Blue Scooty with the top out. Oh! He's so high up. I wonder if there's this pressure, if he's like forcing himself to play like stack higher.
I'm seeing
than what
all
is,
the players playing up as high as possible. I mean, that's probably part of the strat to save time.
Right, but it's also just such a gamble, and 2 hours does things to a man.
Yeah, I mean, even
see things other people wouldn't believe.
And then, I mean, all the time that is spent practicing even for this.
But yeah, it looks
up.
like, by this point, like while everyone else appears to be struggling, Alex is just chugging along. He has a 2 max out lead over his next place in this qual block. He is approaching the top seeds. He will very soon reach the block of 14s, will be placed rather highly within them, and then may even surpass them.
Definitely Alex with a strong performance here. I mean, like I said, if I weren't broken, I could gamble. Smart money.
Yeah.
Look at that. Keeping it so clean.
Oh, yes. He stacks, he protects, he attacks.
Boom, Tetris for Alex. But yeah, everybody here, having a really good run. Dengler losing a lot of that momentum with those missing those taps, like you were saying,
right, but
which could be
has a high stack, has to cover the well. No. It can feel like the universe is conspiring to just like tilt you in the greatest way possible whenever that happens.
Yeah.
Especially with this kind of session. Oh, he sets up for the premature bits. Oh my God, he's so far gone.
There you go.
He gets it. Nice bits. Nice bits. Nice bits.
So yeah, this could be key.
But it's a good game. Yeah.
Getting that momentum back, you want to see it. We saw Cole come back with that. You lose your momentum early, and then you come back stronger than ever. Get 6+ maxes in a row. Got enough time for maybe like 3 and 4 if you time it.
Oh, Alex, he cannot believe it that he, the world champion, could ever make a misdrop. I honestly couldn't believe it either. I was shocked. I was bamboozled. Yeah.
Yep. Nice and clean again. Boom, Tetris for Alex, 9:02. Got to be nice and early here at level 25. Probably get on level 26.
Yeah. We'll say
did a well transfer there.
I tend to gas up these players a ton, but it is because they have personally all like beaten the crap out of me in Tetris. So I know they're high end, and what we see now may not be necessarily representative of that, but that doesn't mean that they can't just flip it on at the blink of an eye. That's how Tetris is.
Okay. Well, that should do it.
Oh, Alex, max out number 12. He is ahead of pace. He will be able to get 16, and if he does, that will be seed number 1.
Seed 1
for the reigning world champion. All right, Scooty building 2 up. What a guy.
Cole closing in at kill screen speed here.
Right, and he'll have to do, it looks like he's going aggressive yet again, getting in those reps on the fastest speed and the one that decides games.
Yep. Oh, has to take a triple there.
Yeah, but he's chilling. Giving it low. He's learning from each of those previous attempts too. That's the other thing. You want an environment, you almost want to have one where you make mistakes and you top outs, because you get to understand like the upper end of like what's too risky.
9:32. Handling it well.
Yeah.
Okay, Tetris ready.
Oh, that's a highlight right side. What is he? What does he want? He can't build that, but he gets the Tetris anyways.
One more. And boom, Tetris or Cole. Another max out.
That is his 8th, and I've been waiting for that one for sure.
That must have been feeling good.
All right, this is a monster qual on his side.
And Dengler with a max out as well. That's got to feel good for Dengler.
Exactly. Level 27 right at the start. That's pretty efficient.
With just over 21 minutes to go, that's 3 games guaranteed, possibly a 4th.
All right, and it looks like everyone is right at the start except for Scooty, who has transitioned maybe a little lower than the baseline. Cole's reset early. Just did not want to deal with that stack, decided, nope, I'm out of here. Has the time for it, I think. He's not catching that earlier cycle. We have a Mario tournament in this building tomorrow.
For what?
Super Mario Bros.
1?
Yeah.
That was my first gaming competition.
Really?
The Hawaii State Nintendo Championships.
Yeah. No, we got Nifsky here for the tournaments. We got, I've heard that Cosmic will be there.
Oh.
I haven't seen him yet. Cole restarting again. Yeah, it's nice to use these early rounds of the games to like try and go like extra aggressive, just because you can.
Yeah. With 20 minutes to go, you can actually count how many times you want to attempt it, and then get a good game in.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fascinating message by JC Katz in Twitch chat. High-level Scrabble does take a lot of mental resources. There isn't really a flow state like you seem to get in Tetris, but you aren't likely to hurt yourself. I don't know. Has anybody here ever experienced a Scrabble injury? Yeah.
You ever watched? I've mentioned this anime before. Hikaru no Go. They like slam the Go pieces.
Oh
down
yeah,
really hard. Ka-ching.
Wait, this is a plot point in one of the episodes where like Hikaru like has to learn how to do it in the anime fashion, the way that everyone else is doing
so he doesn't look like a noob. When
he doesn't look like a chump.
He's using his fingers to gently place it on the board.
But yeah.
So you place those
thinking,
Scrabble
I
pieces a little
personally,
too hard.
my greatest injury happened at math camp.
At what?
Math camp.
Oh wow, what happened?
We were playing basketball, and the ball was there, and I just reached straight for it, and my finger was like at a 9-degree angle.
Ouch.
Another tough out from
basketball, though. Oh, man.
It's so tough. I can speak onto this, I think, more than most, because I've been playing with like really questionable mechanics for the better part of a year. It sucks. It's why I take long breaks. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I cannot envy Noah Dangler, because it is his burden to be up there and finish it out regardless of how he's feeling. And he's doing it. He's just that kind of a guy. All right, he'll have the opportunity for 3 max outs. And then that would put him at 13, and that's good enough for top 16. Top 16, you really want that because you get a bye early on. I'm certainly glad to have secured mine, essentially.
Yeah, now that it's starting
Alex,
to filter
it
out.
appears that Alex has noticed the other camera. Oh, and they switched away! No!
Okay, Scooty with another max.
Yes.
So 10 and a kicker for Scooty.
Zook.
Really, this whole field is, up in the 10s here. Alex Thatch up higher than that, though, at 12.
Zook is sharing more injury stories. I got hit in the head with a baseball at church camp when I was a kid.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, 2 hours, it definitely is brutal. At the same time, like, championship runs like require a lot of Tetris, too. Especially now that like games are like lasting like super long.
Right.
So it's a bit of a mix. I don't...
Taking every game past kill screen to deciders,
double flip from Alex. They've been happening, like, I think, fairly rare. And the times I've seen have been resolved quite tamely.
I mean, a lot of times sweeps happen, but, when
Sweeps
the inverse happen.
But yeah, but especially like games that go to level 39, and they've been doing that more than ever at the top end. I haven't really been able to experience that because I keep dying for that whenever I play online, so it'll be particularly tough for me. But everyone here has experience in spades. Nice T-spin for Noah.
Ooh.
And it's just like every victory, you want to be taking this. This is like how I was able to cope whenever I feel bad. Noah, I'm sure, will have his own strategies. All right. But you will not find a top Tetris player who has not experienced this kind of thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Dangler if what you're talking about with the execution continues to happen.
It's so hard. It is so hard. I cannot stress this enough. Like, I think I used to not think it was hard because I was able to do it without really thinking about technique too hard, and now I can't.
Yeah.
And I'm forced to like consider what is going wrong, and that's the case for everybody else. You do it until you don't, and then if you can't control when you can do it, where do you go from there? And everyone will come up with their own answer.
And maybe we'll hear back like what any particular issues might have been on the road.
That being said, I can't think I've ever met a strong player who wasn't able to overcome this. All right.
Oh wow, Alex just stacking up high on the left.
Blue Security had a pretty high stack up there. I like that left side. But yeah, he's been on complete tear. I was about to say cruise control, but I think that does a disservice to this kind
moment to moment. There's so many stressful points.
But he's high up, and this is a drought. Have you seen any 40s so far? I feel like we should have by now, but
not really. That's been pretty. I mean, there's been a high quantity of droughts, but not anything completely unreasonable.
No, it's tough. Oh, he's going for the center. He stacks efficiently. He wants it. He needs to burn anyhow, so maybe he could have just done it earlier. He gets that. He has 4,000 points. Now he has 3,000 points. Now he has 2,000 points.
And
1. And will he do it right at there?
Man, it's not giving him the right piece.
And there we go.
Yep, another one for Alex. Consistency machine there.
Remember
the job done.
Remember the first time he ever qualified live? He played until like level 52.
just getting his reps in.
But he's probably been. But we know that he's been listening to us, so he knows what's at stake. He knows that he has to like play like hell in order to get the 16.
Yeah, but
it's possible.
He's in the driver's seat right now, but he might just be if he didn't. Just play completely consistently. Maybe he would have been doing that.
Yeah. Do we believe that Alex can do it?
He believes, and that's what matters.
I wonder if Meme believes. I wonder if he's watching right now.
There is just the 15-minute warning we heard from the judges.
Yeah, and 15 minutes, as we said, right enough for 2 games. Unfortunately,
yep,
none of the other players will be able to like squeeze in the optimal 3. They'll be getting their 1. They'll be getting their 2. They'll be finishing out these games, and then I think they get 2 more attempts, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then when it gets down to the last minutes, you have to decide whether or not you want to keep that game or not.
Kickers, I think, are so good. Noah could conceivably improve his kicker, but that remains to be seen whether he even wants to try that.
It'll probably be if a game fails,
it's a different game.
Probably.
Yes, and I feel like I'm repeating myself over. I just want to make this abundantly clear. Day-to-day performance can change very wildly. This is not an accurate depiction of the kind of Noah Dangler we could see tomorrow.
This is a strong game here, though. Level 23, 855. We're going to be an early max if we can keep this up.
All right, and yeah. I just have to imagine the way that the controller can feel in certain instances can change so variably. All right.
Just the time for the drought, jeez.
Yeah, but his well's covered, so it's not like he's losing anything on it.
Right. Boom, Tetris for Dangler, 918.
Yeah, and he clears it just in time.
Going to be extremely key here to maintain this momentum coming back. Getting that top 16. Boom, Tetris for Dangler, 952. A couple more.
Yeah. Oh, when he flips that.
And it's going to go
for the bar piece. He goes for it.
There it goes. Boom, Tetris for Dangler, 990.
Instant gratification. That's the kind of thing that Tetris players love. It's also the kind of things that ruins their lives.
Takes the triple into the max out.
Max out number 11. That puts him right at, I think, 15th seed. Just ahead of Red Shirt, just behind Tetris Time. But he got room for 2 more games. Maybe 3 if he just...
Yeah.
If he Noah dangles.
Play it. You play it perfect. You get that 7.5 minutes times 2, and then get that last game started.
No, but it's even more dire. He needs 6.5. It's like, what, like 23 maxes? Which, like, I'm pretty sure he's done this before.
Right.
Back-to-back 23s, which is
we could still see it.
Absolutely mental to think about. Also absolutely mental. Look at Blue Scooty. Look at this guy. 1 more Tetris.
Yeah, level 25.
Just Tetris away.
And boom, Tetris for Scooty. Another early max on the board.
Yes, the Azure Scootington strikes yet again. Yes.
So yeah, 2 games guaranteed, but depending on what happens.
Right, and Alex, how's he doing on? Oh, he's doing really good on time. Okay.
Oh yeah. Alex hasn't let up one bit. Just I mean that one game that turned into a kicker is the only game that turned into a kicker.
All right, everybody else kind of just starting off. All right, we got Cole Bucket, we got Blue Scooter, we got Dangler, all trying to make their mark in the world, 1 game at a time. And yeah, these are pretty good starts for each and every one of them.
Cole having to deal with some traffic on that board there.
Nah, he's simply getting his burns out of the way higher up so he can get through them faster.
That's one way to look at it.
Well, no, but he has time. He can make
believe?
these mistakes. He has like 4 minutes, like
yeah.
3. Okay, let's
if you're
say
gonna top
3
out
minutes.
now, that's probably the time to do it.
3 minutes of mistakes because his kicker is 987. He's not going to be able to match that with a one-off attempt.
That's true.
Not going to want to match that, I imagine.
But yeah, now's the time. Players will have to make a decision. Is it worth wasting time struggling, or do you want to get a good run in?
Noah has been looking pretty good these past few minutes. And his stacks are clean too.
Interesting, his pad doesn't have the factory overlay on it.
The factory overlay. Oh yeah, he's he has definitely done his fair share of dabbling into thing. Yeah, he was actually he had actually petitioned. You heard about
the screw adjustment machine.
Yes, the screw adjustment. A large orange shell that he puts. And like the advantage of this is that you don't have to like get a screwdriver to like manually like tune how the controller feels. But it seems that the Tetris world is not quite ready for this.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things
I think it will happen one day. I really want it to happen one day.
It has to be viably accessible for all players. It can't be an unfair advantage situation. I think that's probably
and he's putting in the work to make that happen. So
yeah, like I said, I love controller mods. I guarantee you, I've probably built more controllers and crazier stuff than probably anybody else in this room. I'll show you someday. So I respect the effort. It's just that. What is going on over there?
Is that wing fryer popping off? What does he say?
Whoa, Evan, go.
Wait, who's he pointing for? Sorry, okay. 54 drought for Alec. Okay, that's the big one, and he just survived it, and we were completely looking away.
Yeah,
I am personally ashamed.
Don't forget to watch CT4. I guess they're pretty spirited over there.
CT4. But yeah.
It's just that I think for controller modding, there has been so many players that have invested into the way that they play with the original equipment, the entire development rolling. You don't want to trivialize that effort. And if you open the floodgates in the wrong way, that can happen. And you don't want to have controllers arms race like some of what we've seen in fighting games. That's not what you want to have happen to our community that's built on a different, more
standard.
Yeah, we've gotten where we are for a reason. I think a lot of it has to do with respecting the original equipment and rule sets.
Yeah, and then I think the other side of the coin is that a lot of like the controller. Oh, that's a. Okay, let's focus on Alex for a minute.
Alex, yeah.
Well, he's been having these misdrops I think once every 2 or 3 games. And this is the highest one so far, the most dangerous, and I don't think it even phased him after the initial shock.
It hasn't affected his overall performance, but you see, of course, his reaction to it. But he's able to survive.
And Noah is high up. He can get out of this, but not without his pieces.
Man. Yeah.
Yes, and he has time for 2 more games that would put him up at 13, which is still a great qualifier. It just feels like I imagine he just feels like he spent so much time just trying to get all of his ducks in a row. Is that how the saying goes?
Yep.
Is that an old person saying?
I don't know why it's that term, but that is the term.
Alex, have you ever had ducks? And Alex with the Tetris. That is number 14? 14.
Go, go, go. 739. Get that game in so you get
that
that
was
extra
a little
game.
slow.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
This
734.
one's tough. Yes.
Now, I think they might have a little bit more. I don't know. We have to check with the judges to see if that timer is accurate for the bottom row.
Right. And I think we'll be going, Arbaro is our referee at the top. He is doing everything he can to make sure people's scores are recorded instantly and correctly.
So yeah, at this point, if you just started your game like Alex and Dengler just did, you want to speed run this thing so you know what you can do with those last minutes.
Right, and this is tough, especially for Dengler, because this stack is a bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. If you can do a fast run here, this is the time to do it.
But this is also reminding me of the Jonas speedrun strats from his 100-line days. He used to do this on stream. Do you remember?
I didn't see it live.
I don't think I was following him back then, but it was always really fun to watch. He would get, back in the early days, he would get records by accident. This is before we innovated tree strats to really optimize it.
Oh, look at those nice build adjustments from Dengler, maintaining that.
Yeah. All right, and Alex Thatch staying strong, so he's going to be wanting to get a mid-27 max, and this is actually a similar situation to my qualifier at the end, where I started my game, and
right on the edge of a.
Right, I was I was never able to get into a groove of pure efficiency. So I forced myself into a situation where I needed the bars to come, and they didn't come, and that's unlucky in one sense, but on the other way, I could have prevented that earlier. So that's the kind of thing that Alex Thatch is thinking about. It's the kind of thing he doesn't want this drought.
Is that the difference between you having a 14 and a 15?
No, actually, that was because I was stupid.
Oh, okay.
But it's fine. I sucks. Scooty gets his wax. He'll have one more attempt.
Yeah.
He'll get up to 13. All right, along the lines of Tristop, DMJ, Sodium, Guafi. No, he's tied with Guafi right now. He hopes to surpass him with one more game.
Yeah, it's the top seeds are going to be brutal.
Yeah,
because the level of talent with that many maxes.
Yeah. But look at Eyeball, man. He did so well. I'm so happy for him.
Wow, yeah, 15.
He's playing in both the Tetris and the Mario tournaments, so he
wow.
could come away with 2 pieces of hardware if the weekend goes his way.
2 pieces of hardware. That's one way to put it.
2 pieces of hardware. Cole with a towering right side right into transition, but look at the score, 81% in spite of the recent digs. Oh, Wing Fryer is going crazy with the time. We got 5 minutes remaining. In just 5 minutes, they will be stopping all vendor sales. All right, I don't believe his audio is being patched through to you, but
the vendor being the Tetris giveth. Oh, Cole.
All right, and Cole, if he can get this, if he can clutch this max out, he will have time for one more, but it's not easy by any means, especially with the height that his board was at. He'll be able to get out of it, but
yeah, 7-11 is either going to be a throwaway or a max out.
Yeah. No, but he has the time. Like, that is a gorgeous transition. I'm mad that I missed it.
We will know the outcome of this game by the time of 4 minutes.
Right. Yes, and speaking of good games that I seem to be missing, look at Noah Dangler. Look at this guy.
Nice.
Forcing piece route, whatever. 84% Tetris rate. That is low, low.
For when the game started, this is where you want to be.
Exactly.
Get that last game in.
All right. Despite everything, it is still Noah Dangler. He has a 20 drought. He covers the well. He doesn't care. It's uncovered. He waits. He waits. He waits. He waits. He waits some more. He gets the Tetris.
Nice. Boom. Tetris or Dangler. 651.
50 transition. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Nice tuck.
All right, Dangler. I think he's the guy that got me to fill the bar dependency.
This is a great way to end the run for Dangler with a strong game. Probably the cleanest game we've seen definitely in a while, if not the cleanest.
Yes. All right, and we got Cole on a pretty clean game himself. This is the board that you show to your parents and you hang up on with a magnet on your fridge. It is that clean.
Okay, Scooty throwing out that game.
Yeah, all right, he will have one more. And that
Dangler
means,
needing a long bar.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, the thing with top players is that anytime it looks like you need one piece, we usually have 3 or 4 other options.
That's the way to do it.
And that's how you make the odds in your favor. Cole, all right, has looking for one option. Oh, he's been set up for that Tetris PC so many times, more than everybody else.
I know,
you have to wonder, is it coincidence or is it a sign of things to come?
Okay, this is good, looking good for Cole.
Right, and all the time in the world. Can take 2 triples. Do it.
Probably want to build out that.
Oh, no.
Build for burn. Getting dependent.
Oh, that's one triple.
Okay, I was going to say.
But he won't be able to take a second one, not with this board.
Yeah.
And he's just waiting.
The drought.
And he's just waiting. No, he can take 2 doubles, though. No!
Oh, no. Well, the kicker did go up a little.
Oh, yeah. And that will that matter? So where is Cole Bucket right now? He's tied from 9, so if he gets one more, he will surpass red shirts. All right, but he has 2 minutes to compose himself. 2 minutes.
Okay, Dangler got a little slower there, but there's still 2 minutes. We'll know the end by that time. Gets a triple.
And drama-free Alex T on another great game.
Yeah. Just should be able to bang that down and get that last game in.
He has so much time. It is well within his power. He can do the 16. It, I believe, will be a qualifier record by a fair bit. 16s have been done before, never with a game with a kicker as high as Alex.
Flat bottom, where's the piece? He's got to take the triple.
Yes, but he has the time. He does. He might not realize it, but he's probably listening to me right now, so he probably does. I guess I'm being a bad commentator by giving one-party misinformation. No one needs 3 Tetrises. I think he has time too, but no,
not now.
Don't do that.
No. Oh, God. That was just so hard to watch.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if there's time.
Okay, he needs to get this thing under control.
Wing Fryer making sure everybody. Alex is.
Yeah, Alex.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Shout out to Wing Fryer, by the way. Hero.
45
seconds.
seconds.
Community. It takes, I believe, 18 seconds to top
Okay,
out. It will
Alex
take
with the
less.
max out.
Alex with the max out. He has the time. He just needs to take quickly.
Dangler now having to contend.
He needs 2
with
Tetris
kill
and he
screen.
needs them fast. We get them, but that's a miss drop, and he can't get it over, and that is it.
He'll
have
get
one more game.
another start.
He'll
Yeah,
get
he'll
one more
get another
game, but he will be capped at 12 max outs.
Does that improve Dangler's kicker, though? It does.
It does.
Yeah.
By quite a bit, and it does put him ahead of Guafi, and that will be
That's
his
key,
contemporary
right? That'll
in
change
that bracket.
seeding, right?
Right.
So not a complete waste on
Yes.
Dangler's game there.
All right,
Gets a
Scooty on
chance
his
to get
last
one more
game.
in.
We got it kind of sounds out. 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Timeout.
Alex has switched to level 18. Time no longer matters. All that matters is the max out. 999,999 points. He's done this 1,000 times. He will do it 1,000
Yeah,
more.
I'm seeing 18
Will he do it
colors
now?
here. Everybody opting to go for the slower speed. What are your thoughts on going 18 at the end? I mean, do you think?
I'm a fan of it. The last time I did this in a tournament, I died after 30 lines because I wasn't adjusted to the timings.
Yeah, I was going to say there's probably a bit of adaptation needed if you've been playing 19 that long. Also, the level of the number of.
No, but this. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to run around.
Just
but
how much time you have to think between pieces changes so much.
it's also just a breath of fresh air. You get to rest your hands.
That's true.
You just got to do this. You got to take a breather, close your eyes for a bit, think about your path to the championships. Oh my God, that is $12,000 in that matcherino. That is a ridiculous number, and the weekend is barely begun.
It's just started, just barely begun, and thanks to Scott Gray.
Scott Gray,
$10,000.
and all the other people who have contributed.
Yeah,
We have
most recently,
$2,000.
Suki, $10.
Suki.
Putting us at 12,010.
And that's a name I actually haven't heard in some time. Veteran Japanese player had this really interesting grip. Actually, one of the first glove users.
Interesting. Do you still use lotion?
Huh? I do. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. Glove users, but he used it with towel. I guess Harry was actually the first glover.
Yeah, the
If we
shirt,
think about
the
it.
thumb in the shirt.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see. Alex Thatch currently third. Can leapfrog the first. Cobra, Scooty, Dylan, Dangler, Huff, Benny, Coldbuckets, all on the front. They can all increase their games if they just close this out one last time. Yes.
And yeah,
I imagine for Noah, oh my God, he's still going for the spin adjustments in spite of all the instability he's had earlier. It will be nice because there is more time for him to correct.
Yeah. And also, if this last game, level 18, does well, just having that mental momentum
Oh
going
my God,
into
Aaron's
tomorrow.
been on a tear. He might get his 10 max outs. Out of there, but Noah looks tried a little too hard there. It seems. And this does happen. All right, it is a fact of life. All right, he goes for the burn very quickly. But yeah. I'm going to watch Noah in particular because his 18 is a work of art. I love it so much.
Right, because, with every bit of adjustments and cool solves that we've seen on level 19, can you imagine the 18?
Yeah.
You can witness it right here, right now.
For many people.
Look at that. Vits out of nowhere.
Didn't even see that one.
Just pull that Vits out.
For many people, it is a lifetime achievement, an end game goal to get a perfect transition once. He got one 3 times in a single day.
Yeah, that's quite the achievement. Once again, check out the Game Scout video.
That was a bit goofy. I don't know if I agree with that.
Oh, look, that's all.
Yeah. Let's give some respect to everybody else. We got Alex Thatch at 76%. No, of course, leading the pack.
Scooty at 69%. Hey now.
And Colebucket at 73. These are all great things. This is a preview of what we're going to see in CTWC.
Yep. Because you go
tomorrow.
back to 18 starts, in comp in bracket play. So
can you believe it, guys? CTWC, just a day away. I'm so excited. Just a day away. Can you believe it?
I believe it. We're here.
We're here.
The lights are shining, and we got nice LED screens.
Yeah, we got Scooty first. Mid 500 transition. All right, that is pretty baseline. For the most part, he wants higher. You always want higher.
Yeah. Cole had a 28-piece drought there.
Right, and he's blowing one off. Doesn't seem to care. especially on level 18. It's just like whatever.
Yeah, pretty good baseline transition score. As well.
No, don't you dare, don't you dare.
No. Oh, no. That left side.
That's hard.
Oh, okay. Okay, good piece there. Oh, right on the transition, too.
He's getting everything. 1, 2.
Oh! And that's going to end Cole's run, and he's going to finish.
But still,
with
what a performance for the guy. 9 max outs, 22nd seed as of right now, and a kicker that I don't think anybody else can beat. He beats Hydra Dude out. That mattered.
That actually, yeah, getting that last kicker in there did indeed matter.
Yeah, fantastic performance. I think it really just goes to show the potential that he has that any of these players have.
Right, and also just seeing that momentum shift. Cole just transforming in mid-run there. With those, I think it was like 6.
It could happen tomorrow. There's no reason to believe it won't happen tomorrow.
And all these players, will be able to take what happened here, learn from it. Hopefully Dengler can figure out what the execution issues are. We know what Dengler is capable of.
Yeah. Scooty, interesting stack. He is the closest to a max, though I think if you just looked at Dengler's score, it seemed like he's not far behind. That's just how efficient he's been. 637 transition. That's low. I don't think he's happy with that. I think he's disappointed. Anything that's like not 700, he's like, eh. We look at Scooty.
Tetris for Scooty, 848. Ever so closer to that getting that next max out on the board, and another Tetris. Nice clean board, wants to build out that left.
He's done this a dozen times before today. Maybe he can add one more to that total. Double Z dependent, didn't have space for that, but he can burn.
Okay. And not in the best place to burn, but gets.
Oh, I love that triple. I love that so much.
That was a good solve. Boom, Tetris or Scooty, 925, couple away. Maybe change after that. Okay, there's 1. So 1 and change, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Getting a little jagged. Gets the right pieces to clear it off. Isn't able to use that long bar. Has to wait for another. We're at level 28.
Yeah.
Boom, Tetris or Scooty, 999,
a single.
not maxed out.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's. Oh,
okay,
it does.
There it is.
Yes.
Yeah, Scooty gets a max out.
So
on
we
the last
direct
game.
our attention to the bottom. Both players on max out pace. If Alex can close this out, he will have 16 max outs and a kicker. Nothing to sneeze at. He will take the first seed. All right, as of right now, he is 3rd. And it's a new record, too. Nobody else has had a kicker as high as this.
Let's not count the chickens before they're Tetris.
Right. Scooty continuing to play. We'll be seeing some immaculate kill screen from him.
Boom, Tetris for Alex, 834.
All right, down. What, already 9,000? What is this guy?
Scooty is mullining.
Oh, not just that. He's also at 900,000. But, yeah.
Dengler. Dengler looking good in this last game.
Dengler I think he will get the first max out, and then we'll see if Alex Thatch can follow. One more Tetris. This is the best board.
This is how Dengler wants to finish
in
here.
the entire world. Keeps it clean, anyways.
Keeps it clean.
I wonder if he'll
and
continue to play.
boom, Tetris for Dengler.
Max out number 12. And Alex Thatch, 2 more Tetrises. But he'll have to get through this situation first. He waits. We all wait.
Covered it up. Okay, he's gonna choose to dig. Keeps it clean.
2 more. That's
oh,
1.
Tetris for Alex. 1 more will do it.
Bar dependence. He can go for the center well. He can. I think he is. Or he can also choose convert it back to a right well. He can also choose to just burn it out. He has all the options in the world.
He's got line clears to
He is in complete control in a game that is all about asserting control.
And Tetris ready. And there's the long bar. Boom! Tetris for Alex.
Radish.
We have a new record.
The radish is the blood red eye of God, and he does put it in his salad. 16 max outs for Alex Thatch, a 900,000 kicker.
Your number 1 seed is Alex Thatch.
All right, he is the world champion. And don't any of us forget it. Now let's see what he can do. Scooty with a 1.5 million at level 36.
Yeah,
that
Scooty
is
with a little flex there.
messed up.
That
is so messed up. That is crazy pace.
And yeah, they're just. Yeah,
and Noah with a 1.1 in level 27 too. That's also crazy pace. So yeah, we'll be waiting for the judges to get those entered in. They have been phenomenal all week. Everybody, please give a hand for our judges. Give a hand for our players. Give a hand for everybody who is involved. This is phenomenal.
Yeah, and your world champion is mullining this last game.
All right, and we got some
Asserting
clutch games on the
dominance.
other sides too. You got to check out all the other ones. CT1, 2, 3, 4. All right, they could be finishing up right now, and you could be the one to witness it.
Or you can just watch Alex mullin this.
Oh, 42, 45.
Oh, look at that drought.
That's so mean. We've seen 2 40-plus droughts, and they were both Alex Thatch.
See, the only thing that's going to knock out the current reigning Tetris World Champion is a drought that's like 50 pieces long.
In like when he's like at his most uncomfortable too, yeah? All right, so that's
here, so stay tuned. We've got a couple of really special things happening. We're going to have the legendary movie trailer, Blue Scooty documentary.
Blue Scooty, Tetris Crasher.
Tetris Crasher, yes. You will get to see it here first, here on CT1, I believe.
Yes, you got
and
an
we
exclusive
also
clip.
have the TGM4 competition coming up a little bit later, so definitely stay tuned.
They got
Boom,
some
Tetris
really
for
great
you. We're not done
Sponsor,
yet,
sponsor.
and we've just begun.
Sponsor.
Yes.
Do you have that? I don't have it pulled up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So our sponsor is actually Arika, the creators of TGM4, Tetris the Grandmaster 4, Absolute Eye. So thank you, TGM4.
they've been
and
doing this for a
Arika.
long time, right?
And
They
we've been wanting to see a new TGM game for so long. Our community has been supporting TGM. You know,
Right.
we'd have Corian out for our TGM side events, and you know, it's been with us. We didn't know whether or not we'd ever see another TGM again because, you know,
There was
older
just all the
Tetris
stuff,
games,
yeah.
everything was guideline for a while. You'd have, you know, the Puyo Puyo ones and some other side games.
No, but I think Arika really, they put in the work. Like, they started with Tetris 99. That was a huge hit, so I imagine they gained trust. And then they saw with the re-releases of TGM that's happened
And
in
a
the
lot
past
of
couple
that,
years.
kind of happened starting with Tetris Effect, where they put classic Tetris into that, and that
And
sort of
the Master Mode.
validified, validified other play styles existing in modern releases. So now you have, you know, the floodgates are opened, the sky's the limit, and you know, TGM4, maybe anything is possible.
Right, and
again.
one of the things I love about TGM4, and I think this really speaks to like the way that Arika wants to present themselves, is that this is like the first TGM game that has patches.
That's right. The game is evolving like during release, and you're also seeing, you know, they always post in the Steam forums a new challenge, something new to try.
Right.
You put the little code in, and you know, it sets it up for you to take it on, and it keeps it fresh.
The game's
like,
released
basically
there.
like a live service TGM,
Right, and
you're not even like paying a subscription either.
it
It's
is
amazing.
wonderful. Like, they clearly have no intention of stopping to work on this game. And I
Yeah.
think that speaks well for any projects that they have in the future.
And you know, I liked seeing that because I think. I mean, they'd have a little. They started that with Tetris Effect, and now seeing TGM do that as well, it's just the future of Tetris is so bright. I don't know where it's headed next, but I'm happy to be along
I'm
for the
more
ride.
optimistic than ever as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, it's
All
super
right.
good.
So,
Yeah. So thank you for Arika sponsoring us here at CTWC 2025.
shout out to Arika. All right, it's been a pleasure.
Yep. The yapping machine, the yapping module is
It's
an
the one
honor
thing I do good here.
to be a part of your journey, possibly for another world championship. You're definitely a contender. 14 maxouts. Let's go.
Yeah. So did I end up seed number 4 then? Wow. Okay.
So
We
yes,
take that. We
definitely
take that.
stick around. Once again, Blue Scooty Tetris Crasher documentary trailer coming up next.
This trailer's
Boom,
good.
Tetris for you. And you, and you, and you, and you.
And
And definitely Alex T, the current reigning.
not you though. All right. So we just wait for them to.
Yep.
But I'm.